Good morning and welcome to Jewellery Maker. It is lovely to have your company. I'm Vicki and I'm going to be with you for the next 4 hours, filling your day with sumptuous opportunities to make some incredible jewellery. I mean, the name says it all. This is Jewellery Maker. This is the channel where, quite simply, we give you everything you need to get into the wonderful world of jewellery making. And I mean everything, whether it's tools that you're looking for, whether it's in the ingredients, whether you're looking for genuine gemstones, well, that is where we come in, because genuine gemstones is all we offer you, the real deal within this amazing craft. Plus, of course, we give you techniques, we give you skills to get you started, and I don't do that. Oh, no, 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 no. I turn to the amazing Hayley.
Good morning, Vicki.
Lovely to have your company.
Oh, thank you. Love being here. I mean, needless to say, playing with all these fabulous gems. Yeah. Happy.
Very, very happy ladies we are today. We've got 3 beautiful kits lined up for you. We've got some warm colours, we've got some exotic colours, we've got some really Italian qualities coming through for your jewellery making. This is just amazing qualities of colour, cool waters. We're talking about those turquoises. You've got there some fantastic howlite with some quartzite, some lovely textures and shapes coming together. So that is to look forward to within the show. Plus, we also have first kit of the day. Look at the warmth of those autumnal shades. Oh yes, autumn is here. I think it's official. It's definitely a little bit parky outside
It
now,
is. The old cardies are coming out now, aren't they?
Isn't it just? Dark mornings and needing to make sure that you're wearing your thermals. Those are the 2 things that are happening. And that's just in bed. We have probably one of my most favourite gemstones in terms of colour coming your way today. As soon as you see this, you are going to get that shiver of excitement. Take a look at the top quality of this sky blue. Oh, I tell you what, wherever the skies are, this blue, I'll be going there, please. Pop me on a plane and I'll be happy to go there. The most magnificent sky blues of apatite. It's a featured gemstone. I know for a lot of people, this is a stone that you've always wanted, but you've just never had the chance to own. Well, this is the day of days to get it. It is an exceptional centerpiece. It's coming your way within the show. Plus, if that wasn't enough, take a look at this. We're talking Prasiolite. Yes, green amethyst. I haven't presented this for a very, 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 very long time. I genuinely say, the moment I walked into the gallery today, before we came to air, Deanna turned around and she just went, Prasiolite Vix? And my little head went, yay! I haven't seen this gemstone for so long. It is so beautiful. The delicacy of this gem is exceptional, and I can't wait to give you the chance to own it. Prasiolite here on Jewellery Maker. You are a gem collector as well as a jewellery maker today. That's what I've got the chance for you to have. I do have a show full of other opportunities. As you can see, I have got displays on displays. Now, the amazing thing is that to start the show, we always give you a bit of a steal of a deal, right? If you come to expect it, the good news is we're about to deliver it. We are about to give you not just one, not just 2. Because today, our early bird, you'll buy 2 and you're going to get the 3rd for free. I know! This is why you've got to tune in. I said, you buy 2. I was trying to work out to make sure that I got that right. You buy 2, you get 3. Ooh, I hear you say. Please, please know This is absolutely amazing. Amazing. Are you ready? It's a 3 for 2. I know! Ted Rogers, eat your heart out. Oh yes, 3 for 2. This is where we give you something very, very special, because I don't think that you'll expect us to go as low as we're about to. In fact, I know you won't expect us to go as low as we're about to. For 3 strands, we're about to go limbo low. How low can you go is the question exactly. Early bird special. Now come on, Tom. Tom was about to limbo. Tom was literally about, he's there. Oh, he's good. Oh, round of applause this morning for Tom. Oh, that's it. Oh, he's age. See, now he's gone. He's gone. Blame there's a claim. He's gone. You have got here 3 strands for the price of 2. For me, I'm looking at these strands and I'm thinking, actually, in the price tag, you would pay for one of these strands the price you're about to get all 3 for. I promise you, you would just get that strand. If I was the producer, you would get this one strand for the price I'm about to offer. I would not be even offering you 2 for the price I'm about to give these for. I do absolutely assure you that you would not get this price tag if I was sitting behind that screen. Not on your Nelly. No way, Jose. This is a real sensation. Carnelian is a phenomenal gemstone of such incredible provenance. It really does have the most awesome sensations of warmth and richness. And of course, coming up within the next half an hour or so, we've got the first kit, and this 3-strand offer is going to work perfectly alongside the 3 strands that we have within the kit. So just to let you know, this is going to be a perfect way to add to your order today. Start as you mean to go on. A 3 for 2. Let me remind you, you are getting 3 strands for this one price. Do you see what I mean? £7.90. 3 strands.
That's ridiculous.
3 strands for £7.90. The wake-up call has begun here on Jewellery Maker. Yes, it is serious. We are offering you 3 strands for £7.90. Now, do you understand what I mean by I'd give you one of those strands for that price tag? I'd give you one of them for £7.90. I would no way ever expect carnelian to go to £7.90. I mean, that is a ridiculous price tag. The phone lines are seriously busy today. Of course they are. Look at what we've just done. We've just given you, literally, we've just given you 2 strands, if you ask me. Not just 1 strand for free. I'm thinking I've given you 2 strands for free. I'd give you carnelian for £7.90 happily. I don't have to. I'm giving you 3 strands for £7.90. Now that must work out, let's work out, that works out at around about £2.70, £2.80, is that right, guys? About £2.80, £2.90, something like that, per strand. That is very silly for carnelian. That's silly for genuine gemstones. Or is it not even that? £2.60-ish, something like that. For carnelian! For carnelian! It's a just ridiculous morning offer. It really, really is a phenomenal opportunity. These nuggets are just a feature of colour. The warmth, again, autumnal shades just oozing out. And for the first kit of the day, let me show you this as a combination. That is so nice. That is so, so nice. Well, I'm just looking at this and I'm just thinking, wow. I mean, seriously, wow. 3 strands of carnelian, your 8 to 10 millimeter feature strands. I've got queues of around about 1.5 to 2 minutes on those lines. I don't know who's going to be successful and who's going to be missing out, but all I'll say is as long as you stay on the lines, we'll process your call as fast as we possibly can. That has got to be one of the biggest early birds I think I've ever done, because I don't think I'll ever do carnelian for £2.60. That is a ridiculous.
That is an amazing price, ridiculous.
See, the thing is that if it was a synthetic gemstone, then you'd kind of go, you'd still go, wow, that's a really good price per strand.
Yeah.
But it's not.
That's right. And you look at the amount, the quantity, the sheer weight you can see in your hand when you're dropping them into your hand. That, I can't speak.
It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. If you've watched, if you've watched us before, you'll know what I mean by it doesn't make sense. Last night was like that. I did the late show last night, and the prices just did not make sense. I kept on going, and I'm thinking everybody's going to be watching, going, why is she doing that? Oh, she's so dramatic. I promise you, last night I was floored by the prices we were doing, and then Deanna comes along with her producer on. She's going, I'm going to beat that. She beats last night by doing carnelian for £2.60 a strand. Awesome. Awesome opportunities today. And if that's the way we begin, let's find out what we can do with this next kit. Yes, it is your first kit of the day. We're going to get straight down to it, because if you've just got the carnelian, well, it's a no-brainer. This is going to be an add it to your order opportunity. Now, you do get the chance here at Jewellery Maker to add to your order throughout the day on one P&P. So good news is, once you've paid your £2.95 postage and packing, you can literally add twice, 3, 20, 50, doesn't matter how many times, on a single postage and packing offer of £2.95. So really the nice news is that now you've got the carnelian, this is a must-have added to your order. Autumn Breeze. Oh, I like the name of that kit. Autumn Breeze. Autumn Breeze makes me think a little bit chilly. You know, when you think of an autumn breeze, you kind of go...
But maybe with the sunshine peeking through all those lovely golden shades. Lovely.
That'll do for me. That'll do for me. I'm off on my holidays in about 2.5 weeks' time. Tom's like that. Oh no, where are you going now? I'm going up to Scotland, and I go every year. I go up to Aviemore, and every year I've probably been for about, gosh, I can't think how many years now. It must be coming up to 10 years I've done it now. And we go up every year up to Aviemore, and my favourite part is as you hit the borders, it feels like the colours just transform in front of your eyes. And you drive into the Highlands, and it's like somebody just says, and this is heaven. Because for me, the colours are just, the aesthetics of the colours in the Highlands in autumn. You see greens, the depth of the greens against the oranges. The sunshine often just streaks through, so you've got more textures of golden colours. It's idyllic. It is absolutely idyllic. And this kit, it sums it up perfectly for me. Autumn Breeze with those beautiful warm tones, with those dramatic rich colours. And when we think about those golden sunshines coming through, you are getting gold findings and gold wire with this kit as well. So it really does have that opulence, that warmth and richness throughout. It's a really well thought out kit, this one. Let me take it. Let me just take you to the strands before we go anywhere else, to the findings, etc. I'm thinking quite a strong design inspiration that you're going to get from this kit. You know, there's going to be a lot of thought that you can put into creating something very dramatic from these strands. Now, you're getting a combination of over 500 carats of your Botswana agate. Now, one of our big sellers at the moment, Botswana agate, has a fantastic texturing of almost like a cashmere grey that then hurls itself almost towards a rich carnelian. Can you see there? It's got an amazing dynamic from steel greys, cashmere tones, to then warm oranges and chocolate tones. So it really is a very, very diverse coloured stone. And I know for a lot of people, the diversity of Botswana agate is what makes it such a great workable piece into your jewellery making. Add that feature strand, that's over 500 carats of your large nuggets. Now the nuggets are ranging 18 by 12, so we're not talking itsy bitsy teeny winnies, but up to 21 by 15. So, I mean, I know a lot of people would classify those as pendant size because of how significant they are. Now, to work alongside those incredible ranges of colours from the Botswana agate, we're giving you the powerhouse of fresh oranges coming together in two totally different textures, really. You've got your quartzite with the glitz of almost like a aventurine, isn't it? It's got that real aventurescent-like glow. Beautiful, beautiful gemstone. I love that. Really, really pretty strand. And then to add to it, you've got that real intense richness, almost bordering red to orange that you've got there from your Redigate. The frosted faceted rondelles are 10 by 5 in size. Put them together and what do you get? Well, I tell you what, bippity boppity boo is perhaps what you would say with this one. It's a little bit of magic. Ah, see what I did there? Oh, I know. I've peaked now. Goodbye. Right then, we have, where's my board? Lots more with this kit, lots more. Because with our kits these days, it feels like we don't know when to stop. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that our kits suddenly have gone, all right then, I feel like I need to go, all right then, just stop there, and then there's more that comes flooding through. You've got Irrigate. You've got those lovely warm colours. I mean, so much like aventuring. It's so interesting, that quartzite. Then take a look at these findings, because these are gonna just give you the chance to get some really inspired, almost Italian-like quality to your jewellery, because these are the gold-plated beads that you're getting here, 10 of them, and they are 10 mil in size, so some significant sizes. And these are the types of things that can really give you an indulgence to your finishing jewellery. 10 of those in size. Now we're sticking with the gold finishings because you're going to get 100 pieces of your gold-plated findings. I can hear everybody erupting with a yes! 100 pieces. That includes a metre of chain as well. Now, I know there's a lot of people asking us to be able to sell this chain as a separate entity altogether, but right now, the only way you can get the chain is in our kits. So, if we're there, and we've got all of those golden chain and the golden balls and all of that sumptuous impact from all of these findings. Let's not forget these findings. Some of them just amazing. I mean, you get the lovely heart toggle clasp. I mean, that, for me, that just says designer. It really does. The design of that toggle clasp, it says to me, designer jewellery, instantly. If you headed to somewhere like New York, if you went to a certain end of Central Park, and if you went to the certain point where the horses pick you up in the carriages, and you just look across, there's a certain boutique jewellers. I shan't name names, but I like the style of that toggle clasp in terms of boutique finish. Then we add to the golden finishes. We add to the autumn breeze jewellery kit by giving a fantastic addition. You are getting here 10 meters of your 0.4 mil gauge gold-plated copper wire that you're getting there. See what I mean? There's a real richness of quality to this kit. Really, really exciting combination of the colors of the gemstones matched with the findings. All of this with the wire coming together for just one price. And this is where our kits really come into their own. I mean, I haven't even told you that you're getting beading thread, you're getting elastic, you're getting monofilament. I haven't told you about the presentation gift bags, which of course come with just a little bit of something different, because we like to make sure that if you're going to give your gift, if you are going to create jewellery and give it to somebody else, or you just want to look after your jewellery, then you can do that by knowing exactly what you've made. Handmade gemstone jewellery. We could advertise ourselves on these little labels, but instead we know that for many people these are a lovely way to present their jewellery if they are given as gifts. So we'll stick with the handmade gemstone jewellery because that's what you have made out of this kit. And this is when Jewellery Maker really comes into its own, because you just had that 3 for 2 on carnelian. That was an audacious price tag, but look how much you're getting on this kit. 100 pieces of your gold-plated findings. Those feature 10 mil, 10 of those copper beads, plus you're also getting your richness of colours from your Botswana agate. You're getting those rich colours from your red agate, and you're getting your quartzite, all for what price? $21.95. This is just indulgent. I mean, this really is an awesome, awesome opportunity. I mean, you need to do very little with these gemstones to get a result instantly because the colours are so warm and so exotic. But when you put it with the gold, you get a very Italian inspiration of design, don't you? I mean, I just look at gold plating like this and I just go, instant Italian jewellery. I go very, very much down go to the golden triangle in Milan type of location, you know, those boutique locations. This is absolutely indulgent in findings, in finishing touches. These little beads are going to go a lot. They're not so little really, are they? They're going to go a long way to making a big impact to your jewellery making. Again, put those together and make a charm bracelet. Literally just take the chain and give yourself the little golden beads. They would be fantastic. And maybe you want to use the gold wire to make your wrapped loops, or maybe you're going to go with the head pins, because let's not forget, you get head pins and you also get eye pins with this kit, so you get it all for $21.95. There is some serious jewellery to be had from this, and when you see the quality of the finishing touches that you can get, when you go over to Hayley, you'll see the quality of the jewellery. It really does have that real opulence about it, doesn't it?
It oozes decadence, doesn't it? And luxury. I mean, it is a case that as soon as you're wanting to kind of up the ante with your jewellery, you could start bringing in your gold findings, don't you? Because it just does ooze that can't even say it now, decadence.
Yeah, and I think one of the nicest things is that with my mindset, I always think that with the warmth of the colours of the oranges and the chocolate colours, actually the gold just almost illuminates it even more, doesn't it?
Right, yeah, they kind of bounce off each other and they work really, really well together. Very forgiving as well, because they're very gentle on any skin tone, so it doesn't matter whether you've got dark hair, blonde hair, dark skin, light skin, it's going to work. And that's a nice thing about this kit. And I've loved working with this.
And the size of the Botswana agate really have the chance to be either feature pendants or multi-stones in a big show-stopping jewellery piece.
I mean, they're such amazing stones, so that is why they just work so well with this. You've got, obviously, little tiny beads with these would just be lost in the process. So here you've got nice, it's kind of balanced sizes, so they do work together, because sometimes if you have got lots of little tiny beads, then you tend to look at them just being kind of pendant features. But because you've got things that will balance it out, you don't necessarily have to use them just as pendants. I mean, you can do. That's just a little simple pendant I made with some little bits that were left over almost. So that is something that you could maybe pop it on a piece of cord, maybe use your chain in that particular way if you wanted to, but just something nice and simple. Again, if you wanted to, you could add a shepherd's hook to that and make it into earrings. A little bit heavy for my personal preference, but some people do like to have those quite weighty earrings.
I was about to go, I don't think they're too heavy either, and I'm anti loppy lobes. I'm not a loppy lobe girl. I don't like I like drop earrings. I just don't like them when they drop the lobe as well.
I know what you mean.
I don't think that for me doesn't feel too bad actually.
They're not too bad.
I love the elegance of that type of just finish.
It's just so simple.
Isn't it?
So simple.
And yet a really effective way to highlight the beauty of these individual Botswana agates.
And when you actually look at the individual gems themselves, there's so many different variants of colours in there that you could get so many different effects by just using one simple stone. Amazing. And that is an amazing value for money option if it is a case that you're looking to selling your jewellery. Then it's simple, isn't it? Very easy.
And that's the thing is that last night when Mark was on, a couple of times he said, now in my business head, this is what I do. And in my creative head, this is what I do.
Right,
because sometimes you almost have to step away from the creative part of it if you are selling your jewellery, because actually, if you were looking at this as making money, these are such feature gemstones that they could actually just be individual pendants. And you'd get a lot out of that. Or individual drop pair of earrings. You'd get a lot out. Or if you're making it for your own rewards of creativity, you might do something like you've done there, where you've brought the bracelet as a feature of all of the different elements that come within the kit. Look at that bracelet. I mean, again, it's just, I love those beads as well.
They work really well, don't they? And they're just a lovely size, perfect size. So whoever's put this kit together, it's absolutely perfect size. And you've got all the head pins in there, you've got eye pins in there as well. So all of these different techniques, you don't have to add to it. That's all I've used. I've got so much stuff left over, it's amazing. But yeah, it's nice and easy, just breaking the chain up, using little pieces to kind of space out between the eye pins. And then you can either wrap, if you wanted to, you could wrap those beads as well, as I have done with the necklace, if you wanted to tie it in together, or leave them just showing off the beauty of the facets.
And as you say, I mean, this is just one part of the you had a lot left. And when you start to see how much you've already invested in terms of how great the jewellery looks, and yet still have more potential, it just seems like, wow, it's amazing. My favourite piece when I walked it, I just went, ooh, I like that one. And it's stretchy.
It's a stretchy.
I was
stretchy with chain in it.
It's a stretchy with chain. I was like, what?
There's no clasp.
What is going on here? Let me just show you, because I'm just going to pop this on. You see that?
So you've got the feature of the chain, but you're not having to, and in fact, you're using 4 links.
From the chain.
From the chain. So this is a perfect, now this is where I say you need to have your little pot, keeping all your little bits that are left over, even just 4 little links of chain. If you're making a drop pendant or something like that and you've got little bits left over, keep those, because they'll make beautiful little dangly earrings, or in this circumstances, you can create your stretchy. And each one of those is just a set of little beads surrounded by a bit of chain.
Tom, are we as close as we can get, Tom? Just so we can see. Thanks, bud. Can you see there? So it's made up of 3 gemstones and the chain either side.
That's it, yeah. It just kind of almost gives a little hug.
Yes, it does.
Hug to those
but when
gemstones.
you start to see how it works, you just think that it's a bracelet made of chain.
Yes.
But indeed, it's
no fancy clasp. So if you've got any with dexterity issues, then they haven't got to worry about the clasps.
Yep.
Bracelets can sometimes be a little bit fiddly, can't they, with clasps? So I try to make them either using the beautiful kind of heart. I mean, you've got the toggle clasps in here. So if you wanted to, you could use those as features. But personally, I try to make my bracelets as out of stretchies tend to be, because it's nice and easy for people to pop on and off.
Is anybody out there got a technique of how to put a bracelet on with a clasp? You know the lot, like, see, I do this.
That's kind of, you end up doing this, don't you?
And then I do that, and then, apparently Laura Binding has made a device where you can actually, like, do it's like a hook on one end and then a long stick.
Years and years ago, I saw it was like a pencil with a crocodile clip on the end, and you kind of held it somehow. But even then, I got a little bit.
Yeah, fiddly. You just go, oh. And at one point, I once tried to do it like that when I thought, I could probably just hold it there. And I think suddenly I'm a contortionist.
And sometimes you think, well, actually, if I put the clasp on, I can probably just about manage to squeeze my hand through. And then you're like, oh, it's going to break.
I don't want to do that. Yes, exactly. That's brilliant. Can you show us how to do it?
I certainly can, yeah. As I say, you're just using little tiny pieces of chain that you might already have left over.
Did you say 4 links you've used?
Yeah, I've used 4 links. 4 links because of the setup of the beads that I'm going to be using. And what I've done is I've taken one of the larger beads and just surrounding it by a couple of smaller ones either side. Then you just need your stretchy.
And this elastic.
And this is just your stretchy elastic.
I mean, it's just, I think for a lot of new creators, new designers, they think, oh, is it going to be durable enough? Is it going to... Oh, yes.
If you go to your DVD, it shows you how to do your little stretchy knots. I always add a little bit of either jewellery glue or clear nail varnish to the knot to make sure that it is a case of that it's not going to be coming undone. And you can always slide that knot inside of one of your little beads. Oops, I've got a bit of a kinky end on the ear there. Let me just take that off with a pair of scissors, just where it's been attached to the reel. That's better. Stand a chance of making it go through the hole now. There we go, slide that through. And I do tend to use lots of simple techniques because I say this over and over, and I'm sorry if it's boring, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but the beauty is within the gemstones, and you really don't have to do loads and loads of techniques. Right, so there we go. You can see to start off with, I've taken my little bit of chain and I've just linked it on, just the end link, and I've put my 3 beads on. And then all I'm going to do is take the stretchy elastic back through the end of that little chain that we've created there. Quite easy.
Such a clever idea, this.
And there you go. You've created your little, almost a little little section of beads. And then you just slide that along because it's on your stretch. You can slide it along and then off you go again. Hook up your next piece. And then obviously if it's a case that you're using larger beads, then you would maybe use 5 links or 6 links.
Yeah, I was just trying to work out, and I was trying to see how many links you put on for this bracelet, because this fits on mine. Hang on, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I lost myself. I lost count there.
Oh, you can't have 13, can we? It's got to be 12 or 14.
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, there we go.
So 12 of those links that you've made there.
And it just very quickly starts building up. And the nice thing is, as it twists and turns on your wrist, then it is a case of that sometimes you have it snaking through. So sometimes it will fall all to one side, but sometimes it's like almost like a wave of chain that's running through. But as I say, it's stretchy, it's nice and easy, it's going to fit all of the different sizes. So whether it's a case of you making it for somebody who you don't know the size of their wrist, it could be a friend, relative, or it could be a customer, or it's going on to your stand.
And that's the thing, when you are doing, and we're going to start talking probably quite a bit about doing fairs and things, because I know a lot of our jewellery makers are now heading towards that season of preparing for craft fairs and Christmas fairs and things like that. And in principle, you want to make jewellery that people will be attracted to buying without the finding a negative towards it.
Yes, yeah. Well, this is it. And this is just a little experiment. And I thought, wow, what can I do with these little bits? Because I am a bit of a frugal crafter in all shapes and forms, so I never throw anything away. And it was just a case of how can I play around with this? Let's give this a go. And it all came together. And that's where sometimes the best techniques are born, really. It's just by making a real mess, having all your beads, all your findings out, all your bits and pieces, and then just having a jolly good play.
And the thing is can I just say in my ear, they've just worked out that it's exactly 11 weeks today till the big day.
Oh my goodness, is that all? Dear me. Everybody sighs. Oh dear.
I just think to myself, how many things have I got to achieve before that actually happens? What are the things that I've got to do before that I can't wait this year. I think my children are just getting to that point where certainly my daughter will totally get the magic of Christmas. And I think my son will just go along with whatever she does. Whatever she thinks cool, he thinks is cool. And I mean, you look at that and I just think that's an amazing gift. I mean, it really is. Whether you're making for yourself, whether you're giving as a gift, or whether you are going to, I don't know, sell it at a fair. And these are the types of things that will really make people stop and go, oh, excuse me, how much is that? And you don't have to charge a huge amount of money because the kit's only $21.95, but you've got yourself a really good looking, genuine gemstone bracelet that gives you the draw to your stall or to your setup, then makes you, give you the chance to talk to people and introduce them to your handmade jewellery.
And there's nothing to stop you making this into necklace length if you wanted to. You can just keep going. And it's a nice one because I know children do like to get involved with Christmas, making Christmas gifts for aunties, grandmas, mums, that kind of thing. And it's always lovely when they do. I mean, anything they make you treasure, but sometimes it is even a more bonus. It's something that you can wear.
I was just asking, are you really about to suggest that perhaps you wouldn't wear something? I can't believe it.
I've gone out with many a spaghetti necklace, don't you worry. Pasta, that's it. Yeah.
Nice.
But no, it is nice to have something, and then you would treasure this. And it's just so easy. You can see straight away they can kind of 5 little segments there, and how quickly it builds up. And this is something that you, as I say, quite easily put together.
And to finish off, literally is just knotting and doing a little bit of
little,
clear
glue.
varnish or glue.
As I say, the DVD that you get when you get started, it shows you exactly how to do that. So if you are new, or it is a case that you thought, oh, actually that kit's quite nice, and I can see the benefit of getting that kit, and you've never made jewellery before, I will be the first one to hold my hand up and say, in the 80s I used to make a lot of jewellery, and then I kind of, as a lot of people will know, I've gone into other crafts and different areas, and I'm kind of revisiting, and I'm really getting into the swing of it now. And it is lovely. It is a lovely hobby to have.
And the thing is, as you say, it's one of those that once you get started, the very basic techniques will take you a really long way.
Yes, that's right, yeah. And I have to say, I'm not sure, this is about my fourth show, something like that, and each time I'm growing in confidence, and I'm thinking, actually, it's all coming back to me now, and experimenting more so now.
I can't let you say anything other than you're doing a fantastic job. The DVD and the little tutorial booklet that I'm showing you here is actually free of charge when you make your first purchase with us. So we don't expect you to pay lots of money to get started. In fact, all you need to know is that if you buy this kit, Autumn Breeze, and it would be kit to get started with, because it gives you pretty much everything you need, and so many findings that there's going to be a lot of good looking jewellery that you've got the chance to make here for $21.95. You get the free DVD and the tutorial booklet, and as you can see, I'll just quickly flick through. It'll show you lots of different techniques. These techniques are the essentials. These are the ones that you will always refer back to. These are the ones that will take you through all of the different ways that you can use the findings that we put within the kit itself. The only other thing that you might need is, of course, a toolkit, and the toolkit is an essential toolkit for less than £10. Now, I have to say, I think that our toolkit is probably one of our best things that we've ever put together for a channel. I honestly say, I don't know still how we've managed to maintain it for less than £10. When you look at the prices elsewhere, I don't know how we've done it, but we have. We are giving you an essential toolkit which gives you everything, tools including round nose, flat nose, cutters, all of those pliers, everything comes in the toolkit, and a lovely presentation pack, and it comes for less than £10. So really, this is the kit. If you get the toolkit as well, that's what, £31-ish, and you are good to go into a hobby that will reward you with multiples of pieces of jewellery, and as I say, with a free tutorial booklet and DVD to go alongside it. So it really is a great way. If you are thinking about Christmas, and as I say, I don't want to talk about it too much, but if you are starting to think about it, but you want to do Christmas on a budget, and you're ready to invest your time, but you don't want to invest too much money, this is a perfect way to do it. And I'll say categorically, for many of our guest designers, many of our viewers, this is a hobby that has really given them wings, given them the chance to find something exciting without having to do a huge amount of financial investment. And I know for us, a lot of the time these days, we have to be savvy. We have to be thinking about money.
Yes.
I don't, you know, no matter how much you earn, you still want to think about your money, don't you?
Right,
what's going in and what's coming out. What do you get for this? Well, for $21.95, feature strands, genuine gemstones, 100 findings, plus of course your 10 beads, plus your wire, all of this for $21.95. I've got a few left in stock, so if you want to join us, it's a free phone number that you're dialing. Literally, you don't even have to pay pennies to get through to us on those 4 lines. A free phone number, 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Alternative, you can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. It's time for the Wall of Fame. Wow, that's chainmail, is it?
Yeah.
Tell me more, tell me more.
That's lovely. Well, this is number 112, and this has been sent in from Jill, and Jill's in Shortstown, and this is beautiful. And would you believe this is her first attempt at chainmail? First attempt. That is amazing.
Are you kidding me?
Jill.
Jill, how on earth have you done that?
It's beautiful. What she's done is she's used silver-plated sword jump rings and toggle from the findings pack. Again, all from Jewellery Maker, and what Jill's asking is, Debbie going to do any more chainmail DVD? So maybe she's had a little bit of an insight into chainmail there.
Well, all I'm going to say
certainly paid off.
is that potentially you might need to watch on Saturday.
Ooh. Is that a bit of a...
We've got Debbie on Saturday. It's the 80s retro show.
Oh.
And we're going Dynasty and Dallas.
Oh, shoulder pads galore.
Oh yes, we shan't be able to walk through the doors forwards. We'll be walking through the doors sideways, Debbie and I. The big hair and the big shoulder pads are coming at you.
That's going to be worth
so
it.
Debbie will be joining us on Saturday for a bit of fun and frolics on our retro show. I cannot wait.
Oh, it's going to be good fun, isn't it?
I know, it's just going to be brilliant. But I don't know whether we can quite peak our Bond show. That's the only thing. I don't know whether we can get any better than the Bond show. We were so chuffed with ourselves, I have to tell you. I showed all of my family, those of them who didn't get to see it, I kept on showing them, playing the clip on the computer, going, look at this, look at this, look at this, that's me, that's me. They know that all my family going, Vicki, what have you got on your face? And I had this, like, anybody who didn't see it, I had a synthetic, like one of those pretend scars, but it just looked like a chewed sweet, and it had just been stuck to my face. Was it, or a bacon, or a piece of rind from a piece of bacon? That was just... Anyway, we have Teresa in Devon saying, good morning to you, 113. She says, here's my picture for this week's Wall of Fame. This long necklace was made using the chain from the 100-piece silver-plated copper fining set and some lovely blue aragonite. spaced with 4 spiral silver colour finding beads. Everything from Jewellery Maker, naturally. Great bargains this weekend. I was going to be so good this week and not buy anything. How wrong was I? A win would definitely help the bank balance now. Thanks to all for the entertaining shows, and that's from Teresa and Devon. Well, Teresa, I love that. And that chain just goes so far. It's amazing. Congratulations.
Brilliant, and this is such an elegant piece. This is beautiful. The centre clasp is gorgeous. Now this is 114, and this has come from Linda in Caithness, and she's saying this week's offering is from the far north of Scotland and is one of my exclusive creations so far. So thank you for sharing it with us. It's made from tanzanite with sterling silver spacer beads and findings, all supplied by Jewellery Maker. I've spent a fair sum of money replenishing my stash this weekend, so I'm hoping that this will be my lucky week. I hope you like it, we certainly do, and keep up the good work. My friend John and I love the show and find resisting the urge to buy the fabulous gemstones impossible. There are a lot of bargains.
Yes,
I think I can understand that. And this, as I say, it's come from Linda, so thank you for that, Linda. Beautiful.
And I have to say, I can let you into a little bit of a secret.
Ooh.
Right? Paula's just been in this morning before we came to work. Paula came in, and Paula's our big boss. Paula's been out buying.
Ooh.
And you know how I said yesterday we've got some treats in store for Christmas? I'm just going to say one word. Tanzanite.
Ooh, nice.
I'm not talking like just it. I'm talking. She had like, and she took a picture and she was like that. Vicki, what do you think of this? And I was like that. Before Christmas.
Oh, brilliant.
Amazing. Keep watching Tanzanite. Okay, I've got more than that as well. 15 is Eva from the Wirral. How are you doing, Eva? She says, this is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. This was a necklace I made for a wedding fair today, Sunday the 7th of October, made from rose quartz rice beads and white shell pearl, the centre being a carved rose quartz flower finished with sterling silver findings, all from Jewellery Maker. Loved the Bond show, and I would love to see a theme show inspired by safari theme.
Ooh.
Please keep the bargains coming, especially the sterling silver finding offers. Great value. Best wishes. Eva, I like that idea, safari.
Yeah.
You're inspiring me. Now, I do have something a little bit exciting happening in the beginning of the new year. I have decided to mix up the retro shows, right? But I'm not going to mention it yet. But all I'll say is that from next year, we've got something else happening. Oh, Tom looks a bit sad because he's thinking, oh, that there's no retro shows. Tom, it's all right. We are replacing the retro shows with something equally as fun.
Ooh.
I had a sudden splurge of ideas the other day, and I suddenly went, I have a plan. So yes, we've got plenty more to look forward to over the next coming weeks and months. Thank you very much for your company today. Of course, myself and Hayley are going to be with you for the next 3 hours or so, leading you through some more spectacular offers. $21.95 for the Autumn Breeze kit. It still is available, but just in limited stock now. So if you want to join us, you do need to process your call quite quickly if you want to guarantee your place on this one. We have lots more to look forward to. Now, I've been talking about the toolkit. Let's tell you a little bit more right now. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. I'm just doing a little bit of research because coming up today we have got a gemstone that I don't think I've ever presented before, and that's saying something because I've worked with gemstones and jewellery for a very long time. Let me just introduce this to you because this right? It's got to be this one because I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. Am I right in saying it's this? Because has to be. Yeah. Oh. Hang on. No, because that must be Oh, there it is. Because that's blue and red, and this is the blue and green. I was thinking that's blue and red, not blue and green. And I know that this gemstone. Okay, so let me introduce this to you. Azurite. And I thought, oh, I'll do a little bit of research because with your purchases with us, you'll often get a little encyclopedic guide to gemstones. And with every third purchase that you make with us, you get throughout the alphabet the different books. Now, obviously, because this is azurite, it's quite handy because it's the letter A. And I just wanted to learn, is an intensely deep blue copper mineral which is produced by weathered copper ore deposits. It is also known as chessylite, after the name of the mine in which it was found in Lyon in France. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Its vivid blue colour tends to diminish over time. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And yet the colours are so incredible. Awesome, awesome colours. Well, that is coming your way. That is coming your way. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, the greens and the blues are exquisite. Okay, well, that's coming your way later on in the show. I know, I rather like these little books. They're quite handy. I'll leave that there. Just as a little of a reminder of what we've got to look forward to. In the meantime, how about these as an added to your order to that last kit? Now, we did those featured nuggets of Botswana agate, and now we're giving you the chance to add to your order. This is the type of day where once you've started buying, we're going to give you chances just to keep on making a difference to your jewellery making kit. These are lovely designer pieces. Look at those. How fabulous are they? They're so unique. Twisted rectangles, would we call them? I mean, they're just awesome, aren't they? Beautiful, beautiful. Look at those like honeycomb there. And every single one of them got that fantastic, very fluid kind of feel to them. There's that wave-like formation. Twisted columns that we're actually classifying these at. And as you can see, I mean, if I just hold out that one little section, I mean, look at how different they all are. Chocolates to honeys to citrus yellows to greys to cashmeres to creams. I mean, each one of them totally different. No wonder this gemstone is so very, very popular. I'm just going to keep on moving these along so you can see how many different tones and textures you can see from one strand. I really like these. These are very, very, very tactile as well as incredibly aesthetically beautiful. They really have this very silky finish to them. I think that's probably the way that they've been carved, the way that you've got that wave-like formation. You just want to touch them. You want to see just how good they feel as well as look. Really, really beautiful strand that you've got here. And we've got a bit of a special offer going on with this strand. It's going to be an added to your order opportunity to the Botswana agate within the kit that we just brought to you, the Autumn Breeze. That Autumn Breeze, those lovely, lovely feature Botswana agate nuggets. This would be a fantastic bonus strand to get to that. a full strand of really dynamic twisted columns. These are 20 by 10 millimeter. There are nearly 300 carats within this strand, and as I say, every single one of them is offering something different in terms of its colour palette, within its dynamic of the movement of the carving itself. I mean, very, very liquid-like formation. I love the way that the light is sheening and shimmering off of each one of the stones, and because of the twist of the carving, you really do get that movement, that play of light. It creates something really special within this strand. I've already got people on the phone lines for this strand, and I'm not really surprised by that, to be honest, because I know there'll be a lot of people who were already fans of Botswana Agate. That's already a big seller here with us. We already know that this is going to be a good looking strand, but it's even more so when you see how low we can go on the price. Your twisted columns are just $8.95, less than £9. I like the gas. Thank you, Hayley.
Sorry.
I like Hayley. What? £8.95. I mean, the thing is that you've got to remember that these have been carved. That means you've got to have skilled craftsmen to create this fantastic indulgence of formation. And as I say, the light that is just, I mean, this is synthetic lighting. When you get it into daylight, it'll be even more exciting to see that movement, wave-like formation. Look at those for £8.95. Oh yeah, I've got lots of people who have picked up the phone when you've seen that price tag. I guess you were probably expecting us to closer to the £15 marker on something like this. Of course, you should be paying for the time. It's not just about what you're actually getting in terms of ingredients, but you've got to pay for the quality of the craftsmanship that you're getting within that twisted design. You know what? We really are making a difference today. £8.95 is all you pay. It's a perfect add it to your order. If you got the last kit, then for me, this is the perfect way to just add to that. Of course, we did the early bird as well, which was the carnelian 3 strands for £2. I mean, that was another feature of adding to your order. I mean, really, that autumnal range for the past hour, really, I think we've done autumn, haven't we? With the kit, with the carnelian, and then with this twisted Botswana Agate, we really do get that autumn flavouring. I do have coming up later on a fantastic smoky quartz bundle, and I think actually that would be another real nice add it to your order offer as well. £8.95 is all you pay. Fantastic quality, £8.95. It is a definite go on those lines right now. People still holding on those lines have been answered, so we're doing our very, very best to process everybody's call as fast as we possibly can. £8.95 is all you pay for your fantastic twisted Botswana Agate. Beautiful, tactile, beautiful quality. Now then, I just need to give you the heads up on 2 of our feature strands. We have got Prasiolite and Sky Apatite. Take a look. Oh my goodness me. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Ocean blues. Exquisite turquoises, sky blues, and then on top of getting a feature of apatite, I bring you, well, an amazing gemstone, Prasiolite, green amethyst. Look at that. Look at that clarity. Exquisite, absolutely exquisite individual gems. They are beauties, and they're coming your way within the hour. Okay, so you've got less than an hour before I bring you those. Lovely. Where am I moving on to? Let's have a look. Tell you what, let's go size. Let's go size. Ooh. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that reminds me of bonfire night and the firework exploding in the sky. Who likes bonfire night? I know, who doesn't like that? Probably people with pets don't like bonfire night that much, but I love it. I love it, and I just think it's one of those really exciting times. I'm working on bonfire night, I'm working, but I'm thinking I'm going to take the kids the day before, because there's a fireworks display, and our local council are doing a fireworks the day before, because it's Monday, isn't it, bonfire night. And what I'm loving is there's this 3 strands, they capture the dark night sky, and then that moment when the first firework explodes in the sky, you know, when you get that moment, because the colour just illuminates and you get that bright, sparkling, real intense quality. And then it disappears, and then another comes, and it gets so exciting. That's what this strand offer. Just look at this. Okay, so first of all, think about the dark sky. Think about the jet black sky. You've got that jet black colour, then all of a sudden the explosions of colour that come through these strands. I mean, it really is like sparkling. I tell you my favourite ones, and obviously these are the ones that you see in the displays, not in my back garden, which fizzle out very, very quickly. But you know the ones where they explode, and then you get the sparkle, and then they do like a little cascade of glitter.
Yeah.
They always make me go, ooh, literally like a willow tree in the sky, glittering. I like those whizzy ones as well. I like those ones as well. My dad used to work My dad used to do a lot of charity work for the Round Table alongside my mum, and they used to do the local fire display, and one year they did it to music. And again it got faster, and you go. Oh, that was my favourite year ever of fireworks. I can't believe I've got a favourite year for fireworks. I remember in 1983. This is an amazing firecracker of colour that you're getting here. For me, this is this really is a bursting, erupting qualities of colour that are going to give you that jet black of the night sky, and then the eruptions of colours of vibrant purples, royal, almost like a tanzanite blue, and then these glorious, vibrant emerald greens. Fantastic strands that you're getting here. Okay, it's not quite as effective, is it? Not quite as effective as my dad's firework display with a round table. Not quite so. I should have just chucked them in the air, shouldn't I? But I can't juggle, so I shan't. First of all, I'm getting excited about it now. I need to calm. Take a look. You've got here these lovely black agate rectangles. They are 12 by 8 millimeter now, 100 carats. 100 carats getting within these strands. Again, I've just got to highlight, really, really tactile, beautifully smooth. And I always think that when we start to show beautiful strands like this, I think perhaps it's one of the hardest things on my behalf is to try to get across the qualities of not just the visuals, but actually how beautifully tactile genuine gemstones are. They're often cooler than you would expect, and they're often much more smooth, much more silk-like finish to them than synthetics. Fantastic smoothness to this first strand. The second 2 strands, 2 and 3 strands, they're just fab. I mean, they are absolutely fab. Take a look. Okay, I'll do them as separates rather than put them together like a big firework display. We'll put them as separate individual firecrackers. You've got here these fantastic rice beads. They're faceted combination of your blue and green quartz against the backdrop of black agate. And this is the horse rock with the crystal formation, really, if you want to talk about it in gem terms. A bit like when you see druzy, very similar principle where you've got the agate to the base and then you've got the crystal formation. But as you can see, this is the smooth crystalline formation that has been, I mean, it's just so unique. They really are so interesting. Every one of them has got its own information of quality and dynamic. That's a nice one, isn't it? Would you call these pendants? I mean, in terms of size, what we're talking about, 40 by 14. I'd call them pendants. I think in size you could get something very significant. Nice pair of drop earrings. Nice. They would make very nice drop earrings, wouldn't they? Very, very nice then. Then add in same qualities of firecracker colours, but this time we're going for purples, we're going for pinks. You've got your black agate as your foundations, you've then got your purple quartz and your bicorns. 22 by 20 millimetre. I love this. I love this 3-strand. I want this to be, okay, I'm gonna have a quick word. Deanna, I'm gonna have a quick word with you. I never do this on air, ever, right? I pride myself, I never do this on air, but I'm about to do this for the first time. I'm gonna ask you to do an extra special price on this one, and I promise you, I normally just let Deanna, I trust Deanna, but I'm gonna ask for one off. I absolutely adore this 3 strands. Can we do something extra special? Okay. Deanna says, because I genuinely don't do this very often. Oh! See, because I don't do it very often, right? She says I can get away with it for once, that she will push the boundary even lower. If you want this, can I ask you to pick up the phone right now? Do you want this firework of colour? Do you want this fantastic jet night sky against these gorgeous illuminating crystal quality sparkling away? Beautiful quartz. I mean, fantastic colours. Your greens, your tanzanite blues, you've got your deep violets, you've got your plum purples. You've got them all in this combination. And we have done one big decision now. When I say we, I've begged, Deanna's answered. That's what I just done live on air. I begged for a low price, and that's exactly what you're about to get. Trust me on this one. If you want it, you've got to be quick, really, really quick, because you're getting these 3 strands for less than £5 each. Less than £5 each. 0800 644 655. Join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Now, I promise I shan't do that again, right? Because I don't do things like that. I don't ask for prices to be dropped on air because I just think, well, I trust Deanna. She always will push boundaries. But sometimes when I see something like that, can't help but ask for an extra special low price. There it is, $14.95. I've got to give you some perspective on size of these. Come on, for less than £5 a strand. When you consider that each one of these could be a pendant, each one of those is pendant size, that looks so expensive. Doesn't it?
That is absolutely gorgeous. And so many different colours in there.
I mean, thing is you wear something like that and people go, oh, where did you get that from? Oh, you made it, can you make me one?
Yeah.
That would be the natural thing, I would say, instantly.
And the winter season, that's when we're going to start seeing more kind of, the necklines come up closer to the neck, don't they, polar necks, turtlenecks, and you need substantial gemstones to work with those, because obviously little tiny findings, little tiny chains can sometimes get lost. So something like that is perfect.
And I think that if you use these all together and made one fantastic feature drop necklace, imagine if you mixed the bicorns along the rice beads and then just added in some of that, and you made one big feature, you know, like midriff type of drop against a nice. I mean, that was literally, in my mind, that would be a boutique store pricing type of a look, you know. What are we doing at $14.95? And now I know I asked for it. I know, but I'm now thinking to myself, surely that's a little bit, okay, I like it though. Like it. $14.95 is all you pay. 0806. It's busy. It is a busy day. Please be patient with us on those phone lines. We'll process your call as fast as we can. I reckon a queue of about a minute and a half, but it's a free phone number, so it's just your patience you're investing. $14.95 is all you pay. Now, I've got some special offers today, not just on strands, but on some findings. And I think you're going to find these findings very, very... Did you see what I did there? I know. See, sometimes I should just let it go. Sometimes I just have to highlight the fact that I've tried to be clever. Sometimes I just can't stop myself going, I think I've just been clever there. Stop everyone. I do that with my husband all the time. When I try to, like, if I think I'm telling a joke or something like that, or I'm trying to be witty, and then I'll go, did you see what I just did there? And he'll go, yeah, but it wasn't funny. Oh, it's such a harsh world I live in. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I lift his spirits and he drops them back down again, just like that. Oh, tell you what. Right then, take a look at these. Now we did the larger spacer beads in the last kit, didn't we? We did the larger version of these. We did the 10 mil. Now we're going for the smaller, and I would say for a lot of people, versatile spacer beads.
Nice.
Very. Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear Hayley? She just went, nice. Hey. She went all earthy on us. No, down with the kids. Nice. Take a look at these. Fantastic. I like the size of this, the actual holes as well, you know. Hang on. I can't do it. I don't know whether I can show you the size of it. Can you see? There you go. Yeah, fab. So you look in here. Guys, do we know the actual size of the internal hole on these? Does our information give us that information? Well, no. Brilliant. Okay, we're just trying to see if we know the size of the... I'm just trying to get some perspective on what type of cord. Now, my instinct says internally, because I think the size of these are actually 4 mil. So 4 mil beads. So my head is saying, actually, I think these are probably 2 mil. And I definitely would expect the cord that we standardly sell to go through. And I look at the size of those, I definitely think that you're going to have the chance to be able to work these. Going to look great if you're going to work these alongside some, I mean, you know, like we just did the black agate. I mean, imagine if you just did black and gold. If you did that, if that's all you were going to do, and don't forget that strand was less than a £5. And then if you added in the beads, if all you were going to create was that combination of black and gold, that oozes luxury, that oozes quality, doesn't it? I mean, it's often a case of little makes a big impact.
Well, that could be just with a simple black dress and patent black shoes, patent black handbag, and that would all work really, really well.
Get you.
I'm ready.
Stylist. I was going to say, where are we going? For the night out. This really has got that luxury quality about it, doesn't it? That really does ooze the intensity of something dramatic. Now, you might not want to work it with the black. You might actually be looking and working this alongside something like the Appetite to totally transform those gold. And you might actually then go, actually, I'd like to see these against some more honeycomb colours. Okay, well, what about that? Can you see how the gold just can add luxury to every single gemstone that I've got today? Actually, I feel like I need to do this. Smoky quartz.
Oh, beautiful.
I can almost hear Debbie Bulford going, oh yes. Debbie Bulford, she loves a smoky quartz and going, oh yes, that works. I'm not sure she talks like that. What she does now. We'll find out on Saturday. We'll find out on Saturday what kind of accent she can do, whether she can do her Dynasty Dallas. Is she going to be Alexis Carrington or not? Let's find out. I haven't been practicing yet. You know, I think I do need to practice my because we have realised that every time I get dressed up and I try to do an accent, I seem to have the same accent for everything. I'm sure I did Gangster about 2 months ago, and then I did Blofeld, and they were both exactly the same. Now the thing is that I don't think I'm going to get away with that for our Dallas and Dynasty theme on the 80s retro show.
Possibly not.
Yeehaw! I can't do it. I'm going to have to go home and practice. I really am. JR has been shot. No? No. Okay, I'll get better, I promise. Take a look at these gorgeous gold finished Beautiful space beads. Going to be really, really versatile. Going to be really making a difference. You can see how well they go with all of the different strands that we've got today. You can see with the browns, with the creams, with the blacks against the greys. It doesn't matter what colour you put against the golden beads. They seem to just go with everything, don't they? You are going to get here a pack of 20. Or is it a pack of 30? Let's find out. A pack of 30, guys, is it? Okay, sorry, pardon me. A pack of 30 for one price tag. A pack of 30 for one price tag. Now, as I say, little and often with these, you can use small amounts to get a big impact. A yellow gold plated, solid sterling silver space beads. Oh, these are solid sterling silver. No, they're not anything other than the real solid sterling silver spacer beads with a gold plating finish. These are 3x4 and they're a pack of 30 for what price tag? You got a price slash. This is a price slash. And we're not stopping at £7.95. Now, I told you last night I had a stormer of a show. I had so many offers and so many of the chances that you had last night. The prices were just ridiculous. No, they were redonkulous. They weren't ridiculous, they were redonkulous. I promise you, I spent most of the night just going, really? And now I've got to commit the same kind of energy to go, what? We're not stopping at £7.95. 30. Why, I do declare you're getting this for £6.95. I did it! Oh, thank you. I just I got all excited there. I got all excited with myself. I was like, I think I might have just done an accent that wasn't some kind of gangster-esque, random Blofeld Russian randomness. £6.95 is all you pay. I'm not going to try it again until we start on Saturday. I shan't try the accent. Now I know I can do it. I shan't, but I don't want to push boundaries. You know what I mean? I feel £6.95 is only 30 of these. You know what I'm thinking? I just need to think of what was that program when they run down the hill through the fields?
Little House on the Prairie.
I need to think Little House on the Prairie. Which wasn't right. That was totally not right, is it? Because that's Little House on the Prairie is not really Texas, is it?
They were really on a bit of a budget, really, weren't they, that family?
They were. It's kind of the exact opposite, really. Why did I go to Little House on the Prairie? Well, I do declare, £6.95. Look at that. It's just going to roll off the tongue. Roll off. That's it. It's gone with the wind that I need to think about.
Oh, yes.
Definitely. I'm going on scale. Help me. Penelope Pitstop. That's it. Penelope Pitstop. That's heal. The hooded claw. £6.95 is what you pay. An amazing 30 of these spacer beads. Queues on the lines. Be patient with us. We'll process your call as fast as we possibly can. These beautiful, these are luxurious, really. These are going to add a big difference to your jewellery making. I know there's a lot of people who use these on a very, very frequent basis to just transform and lift it and add a lot of detail. And I do declare you've got them for £6.95. Congratulations. Okay, moving on. Okay. Okay. Take a look at this. This is amazing. Oh my goodness me. I've never seen it before. They are exquisite. Wow. Now you are getting pretty much 400 carats within these. They are phenomenal. They are absolutely exquisite carved fluorite flowers. They are incredible. 4-leaf clover design, fantastic lucky design that we've created here. You've got there, it's almost like you've got little carved hearts within the flowers. Can you see there? Each petal is like a heart. And the nice thing is this little bundle is called I Love Flowers. So you've got the hearts, and you've got the petals, and you've got the flowers, all in one strand. So I could just offer this one strand in reality for what we're about to do. I have to just highlight, I love gemstones. Fact. I adore when you see gemstones that really give you something totally unique to play with for jewellery making, and that's exactly what these do. You've got this beautiful rainbow of qualities, from lovely fresh greens through to beautiful delicate pinks, and then on to deep, almost amethyst purples. And you do get amethyst within this bundle. You are going to get the amethyst twisted puffy rectangles to add to this, and I'll get to those in a second, but I just want to highlight that this strand, it just oozes. Oh wow, I've already got people who are on the lines for this, and I haven't even told you the rest of the bundle. I haven't even told you what else you're getting with this offer, but this has been enough for you to understand that you want this bundle. Whatever else we put to it, you want this strand. You cannot afford to miss out on this strand, and you're quite right in picking up the phone early on this one. It's not a huge quantity that I've got available, and so in principle it is going to be first come first served. You've got here a spectacular strand. I mean, it is sumptuous in design. You've got the carving of each one of the fluorites, and each one of them delivering different textures, different palettes, different shades of colour. I mean, some of them are fully rainbow coloured, so you've got greens and purples in that one. Look at that one. I mean, it's just awesome. I could talk forever about this strand because there's so much to highlight. The craftsmanship and the diligence of each one of these gemstones. Let's not forget these are coming from Mother Nature within rough formation. They then have to be carved to the equal of each other. You know, we've had to put a lot of time and energy into creating a strand like this. It's not just a, you know, a 2 a penny operation that you're looking at here. This really is diligent craftsmanship. Now that's strand 1. Now I've already highlighted the fact that you're getting amethyst-like qualities of colour within the fluorite. So let's place alongside it this amethyst. Huge feature puffy rectangles. They're twisted and 30 by 15. Look at the size of those, and that, well, that is just a fantastic backdrop, isn't it, to that fluorite carved flowers. You're getting 350 carats within this amethyst. And again, I've got to ask for all those on the lines who've already picked up the photos, please do be patient with us. We can't give you the chance to own this until we get the graphics in and we give you the price tag. Our call centre will just hold you on the lines until they can give you the chance to actually buy them. So please do give us your patience. I'm introducing all of the strands before I get down on the price tag. But just to highlight the fact, if you have got a phone in your hand, you will be first one to be answered within the strict rotation formation that we create within our phone line processing. So please be patient. So you've got there your carved flowers, you've got your twisted amethyst. I mean, that is a hot instantly, but then now we need to add, these spectacular drops. These are adding a little bit more of a drama, I think, to this bundle. They are bold, they are dramatic, and they are sumptuous. You are looking here at your black agate drops. They are 30 by 10 millimeter. Fantastically stylish. Again, for me, if you just got those little spacer beads, if you got those gold spacer beads and you wanted to make a of earrings. If you just made gold and then those beautiful little one black drop, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it?
And there's something on the wall of fame that is using similar shaped beads. So, yeah.
So you might be inspired on our wall of fame later on, so keep on watching for these drops. So what, 230 carats within that strand as well. Now, to just add in the colours, to add in the dynamic, how about this? To go with that fluorite, that is just spectacular, isn't it, as an addition? 10 meters of your chartreuse color, silver plated copper wire, 0.4 mil gauge that you're getting with this bundle. And to finally finish, we are giving you these additional solid sterling silver stripe heart pendants. They are 15 by 6.5 millimeter, and you get a pack of 3 within this bundle. So you're going to get 3 of these feature pens, and I will just say that they're almost like holographic, the way that they've been, the way they've been crafted. Can you see that the way that light just skips and dances off the surface? Beautiful solid sterling silver design. As I say, holographic is the best way to describe that detail. 3 of those pendants, plus the chartreuse wire, plus the black agate drops, the twisted amethyst, and those amazing flower beads of rainbow fluorite, all for one price tag. It's called I Love Flowers. I want to say I love Jewellery Maker right now, because we're bringing you this I Love Flowers bundle for a respectable $24.95. Let's break this down into what you're actually getting. Those flowers are exceptionally phenomenal. This is top grade gemstone jewelry you're looking at here. The quality of the stones based on the colours, and of course the carving craftsmanship as well. You're then getting twisted rectangles of amethyst. I mean, those two are amazing. Absolutely spectacular combination. Then to add to it, we add much more of a drama, much more of a, I mean, put those, the green, that chartreuse with the black of the agate. That would be a fantastic look, wouldn't it? That would be such a startling combination. $24.95 plus your solid sterling silver heart pendants, all for less than £25. I know that there was already a queue because of the carved fluorite. I already knew that this was going to be a big seller, but I don't think I quite realised just how many people have fallen in love with this until they've just shown there's queues on the lines. Be patient with us, and we're processing your call as fast as we possibly can. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Join us on the web at www. Queue for around about a minute, I'd say, so just be patient with us, and we are processing your call as fast as we possibly can. We have added to our call centre staff now, so that you might have realised that our calls are being answered really, really quickly, because we literally have an army of call centre. We've taken on board the fact that we've got a lot of people watching, and as much as it's a free phone number, you don't want to be investing huge amounts of time just holding on the lines waiting to process your call. So we know that, and we have taken on more call centre staff. We are an award-winning customer service team here at Gems TV Jewellery Maker and our sister channel, so we are doing our very, very best to stick to our high, I think probably some of the best customer service that you'll get quite simply across the globe. Why? Because I think our commitment as a company in general is about giving you what you deserve. And in my mind, one of the biggest things I'll always say is that I don't shop from somewhere that I don't have an enjoyable experience from. Are you like that? Go into a shop and I get a deadpan face. Now there's one place at the moment that I have to go to, and I shan't name names because, but I have to go there because I have to take my daughter. But the customer service is so appalling that I'm on the cusp of just going, I need to find somewhere else to go because it's that bad, or I need to tell them. And so my head is now in that two minds. Shall I just tell them that I think it's really bad customer service? See, I would. I know there's lots of people who don't do that because it's not very English, but I would. If I don't think somebody's doing what I think they should be doing and I'm paying them for it, then I'm somebody who quite happily will go, I'm not being rude. I would never be rude to people. I would never want somebody to be rude to them, but I certainly would happily say, I don't think that I'm getting the service that I think I'm paying for. So perhaps I shall. Oh, maybe I've just talked myself into having a word with this. Yes, I'll let you know how I get on. Watch this space. It's like some kind of soap opera. Jewellery Maker go soap opera. Can I have some kind of live cam? Live cam as Vicki has a word. Shall we? Can I have a word with? We have lots. Oh no, I've just knocked lots of things down. We have lots and lots still to look forward to. I have got Crazy Light coming your way in around about half an hour, and I think I've just dropped that to the floor. Good job is that Crazy Light is one of the most durable gemstones on the planet. Yes, I think it's only after diamonds and sapphires and rubies, and then you've got Crazy Light, green amethyst. Really, really, really durable, hard gemstone. Sits around about, I think it's 7 to 8. I think, actually, let me be precise, I think it's 8 on the Mohs hardness scale, so it really has got that durability attached to it. A magnificent gemstone of such clarity and purity of colour. I mean, really delicate and yet so fresh. It's exquisite, isn't it? Absolutely exquisite. And it's coming your way in around about half an hour's time. So let's say just before the hour strikes, we'll be bringing that to you. So that's something to look forward to. Okay. In the meantime, I've given you a heads up, and now I'm going to do it. I have never presented this gemstone before. Now, obviously, that's not to say that it hasn't been on air before, but to my knowledge, I know I've not presented this gem before. Because if I'd have presented this, I would never have forgot about it. This is a luscious combination. Now you're looking here at 3 strands, and I mean, I know I've never presented it before. I think we've had a tiny amount of it previously, and if I'm right in saying it certainly has never been on air this year, I certainly can't expect us to do this again this year either, because, I mean, in principle, if it's taken us a year to try and get hold of this again, then it just goes to show how difficult it is to get hold of, full stop, doesn't it? A combination of 3 strands. 3 strands. Azurite with the most spectacular colours. You've got the royal blues. Then you've got these fantastic... Oh, look at the shades of those colours. Can I just get us to get a close-up on this? Sorry, guys. If I do this, because I've just noticed something, this has got pyrite as well. Can you see those golden flecks? It's not just about the deep dark blues, it's not just about those beautiful teal greens, but can you see there's flecks of pyrite? It looks like a combination of chalcopyrite, lapis lazuli and turquoise. That's quite a formidable combination of gemstones now, isn't it? Let me just tell you a little bit more about it, and I'm going to refer back to the gemstone encyclopedia that'll come with your first purchase with us, because what we try to do is hopefully encourage your knowledge, because for us, we always think knowledge is power, and so the more power you have into making the right decisions of buying the right gemstones, the better. And that's exactly what we're going to try and do now. So you get these little encyclopedias, one every 3 purchases that you get from us, and the encyclopedias start in the alphabet with A and run all the way through. Sometimes the alphabet, you get 2 different books for C, and you get 2 different books for different letters, but in principle, so there's Azurite is an intensely deep blue copper mineral which is produced by weathered copper ore deposits. It says historically the gem has been set into jewellery as well as being used in Japan as a blue pigment in paintings. Oh, there you go, that's interesting. Azurite was also mentioned by its previous name, Kunaus, by Pliny the Elder. The author, Pliny the Elder, who's an author and philosopher, 23 to 79 AD. Oh my goodness me. So wasn't that around the time of Mount Vesuvius erupted? Isn't that right? Oh my goodness me. That's ridiculous. I'm sure that, am I right with that timing? My goodness me. That's phenomenal, isn't it? I mean, that just gives you an idea of the history of this gemstone. Goodness me, that's incredible. Okay, a gemstone of such incredible provenance. There's the word here, provenance. This really is a gemstone and a half. If you would like to join us, it is 3 strands and a phenomenal price tag. 3 strands, you've got your ovals, you've got your rounds, and you've got your I think I'm right in saying that these are corner drilled cubes, and you're getting all of this for 1 price tag. Let me reiterate the color combination. It's like you've got turquoise, you've got chalcopyrite, plus also lapis lazuli, because you've got your pyrite qualities there as well. Blues as rich as I've ever seen. Over 550 carats of azurite. It's taken us pretty much a year to get this to you, and here we are at less than £15. Well, if you want your jewellery to stand out, if you want something unique, this is an awesome opportunity. This really is. And I'm going to say now, if you check our web, if you check our vaults right now, this is one of the only chances you'll get for this gemstone. It's just so impossible for us to get hold of. We're trying our hardest, but it's just not happening. £14.95 with the colours of rich royal blues, with then those gorgeous real powerful colours of greens against then the sparkling glitz of pyrite. It's busy, busy, busy today, so hold those lines for us to confirm with you that you have been successful. Azurite, it will subdue in colour a little bit when exposed to light. That's just the natural tendency of the gemstone. I will just highlight that the colours will subdue slightly, but that I think actually will just create even more drama, something unique about your gemstones. So that really is a feature of the stones that you're getting here. £14.95 is all you pay. 3 strands for 1 price tag, less than £5 a strand for something totally unique. If you are looking for a gemstone that you will not see very often. In fact, I've never presented it before in all of my time on not just this channel, but on our sister channel Gems TV, and I've worked with genuine gemstones for 7 or 8 years now, and that gives you an idea of just how difficult it is for us to source. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. $14.95. Now, we know how well we're working today. We know that we're giving you some spectacular, dynamic opportunities. The carved fluorite, the azurite, and now... these. Ooh. Just delightful. I have to say to you, the quality that you're seeing here is exquisite. I have to say, for me, the qualities of sage amethyst, I think actually I like sage amethyst more than I like amethyst. Is that a bit controversial? Have I just gone controversial on myself? Have I? Have I just stepped out of the bag? Or the box? Stepped out the bag? I'm not sure what I was doing in the bag, but perhaps I stepped out of the box rather than the bag. I do think that I find sage amethyst more intriguing than amethyst, and I love amethyst. See, the thing is that for me, it's just such an interesting internal dynamic to get this combination of the richness of a deep purple against this crystal formation of almost, you know, there's almost a marbleescence to it. You know, that there's a beautiful pattern and print that is forming within each one of these stones, and I just think that that's so interesting. Probably not as strong as something like a dog tooth, but enough of a quality to it to me wanting to know more about the gemstone, to want to investigate it more on individual beads. It would go very nicely with just plain amethyst, because I think put the two together, that's when you really are ticking all the I mean, of course we've done those lovely rectangles earlier on. See what I mean? How nicely they complement each other. Yeah, that's a lovely combination, isn't it? Absolutely exquisite. Now, I will say to you that bundle has sold out, the carved I Love Flowers bundle. And if you got the drops, I mean, and I know that we said that one of our Wall of Fame entries today, well, it's a perfect. Can you, in fact, tell you what? Let's stop talking about it. Let's show you. I don't know who it is, so let's find out. It is Jane. I don't know where Jane's from, but oh, she is. She's just saying here. She's in Winsford, in Cheshire, and Jane has created this lovely, I would call it almost tessellated design in some ways. Can you see there where she's got those lovely drops, and instead of creating them as a cascade, which you could do, as you can see in a pair of earrings, she's actually put them the thickest part side by side and created this lovely open design. Beautiful, beautiful, almost like a mouth, isn't it? An open mouth design. So you've got that gorgeous formation. Congratulations, Jane. I love that, I love that. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. We'll read out Jane's email later on, but I just thought to see this combination of getting the drops that you've already got if you've bought the I Love Flower bundle, then to add to that, to get the drops within the sage amethyst. These are exquisite, aren't they? Just exquisite. And I've got something special for you. Oh yes, you wouldn't expect anything less from me now, would you? Something special on a price tag? It's a must-have. You have got here a fantastic opportunity. I mean, you saw with Jane's design, you could actually just create a very simple pair of drop earrings from a design like these carved drops of sage amethyst, and you know that you've got something of a very striking piece of jewelry instantly. You might want to go a little bit more dramatic, create some cascade effect. You might want to go much more detailed. But the nice thing about this gemstone strand is that you can do very little and get a big result. You have got here sage amethyst drop beads. They're 20 by 10 millimeter. You're getting over 200 carats within the strand. And your price tag, is it really? £7.95 is all you pay. What? I mean, what are we doing today? Yesterday evening, we were on a mission, and I think that mission, that's extended to this morning, a mission on pricing, phenomenal quality strand for £7.95. Your amethyst drops, your sage amethyst. As I say, I know amethyst is a massive seller here at Jewellery Maker. It's certainly our biggest seller. And in principle, to take that one step further, to get a little bit more of a, perhaps a unique pattern and print to what is already a very popular gemstone, well, this really is a big hitter. £7.95. Don't forget, you can purchase on the phone lines or on the web, whichever way you're doing it. You can add to your order throughout the day on a single postage and packing. That's from this channel only. You can add as many times as you like for £2.95. Of course, we have two shows. We have the morning show, which goes on repeat, and then we have our evening show, which starts at 5 o'clock through till 9. So you've got plenty of time to keep on adding to your order throughout the day. £7.95 for a full strand of drops. Beautiful look. And of course, I have to just say to you, all of these deals, all of these prices, all of these special offers, they're only guaranteed for this show. That's it. From 9 o'clock tomorrow, which is 9 o'clock Wednesday, then the price tag cannot be guaranteed. The offer cannot be guaranteed. So you've got to make the most of it when you see it. Otherwise, there's every chance you could miss out. £7.95 is all you pay. Gorgeous. Moving swiftly on. We have a fantastic kit coming your way. Now, I know that I'm not supposed to do this because I'm meant to show you the kit first. But I am going to just tell you, this price tag is ridiculous. The price tag on this kit is mind-blowingly good. I'm categorically telling you, if you have never joined Jewellery Maker before, this is it. I've got to stop tapping the desk. I keep on losing strands. Please know, without any hesitation, this kit will sell out. Right? I've no doubt about saying this. And I'm telling you now, if you're not quick, you'll miss out, because what you're getting, the ingredients to the price tag that I know that Deanna's going to do, this is going to sell out like that. And I promise you, you have got to be quick. I don't do this very often where I sit here and I don't show you anything and then I'll tell you that it's going to sell out. Why would I do that? Because I can't. I'm guaranteeing this is, you buy it now or you miss out. That feels really serious. I don't do serious, but I have to be serious on this one, because this is just going in a blink of an eye. A blink of an eye. You're getting loads, loads and loads. So let me just take you through. A combination of colours, a combination of findings that really do make a difference. I think that when you start to see this, and there's a big debate going on right now, because I'll tell you now that the price tag that we've debated before we came to air, we're going even low. Really? My gosh. Okay, I'm going to say less than £20 now. Aha. I'm already going to tell you less than £20. I feel a bit tense. Okay, let's shake out, because all I'm going to say now is just look at what you're getting in this bundle. Now, this is about gemstones, this is about findings, this is about wire, this is about Jewellery Maker raising the game and yet dropping the price, because the quality is not changing. The quality of the gemstones, the quality of the findings, that doesn't change. The one thing that is going to change is the price tag, because I tell you what, this is a ridiculous offer, and I promise you, if you pick up the phone right now and you try to purchase this, well, you'll have to wait till the graphics come in first of all, but once you try to purchase this, you will not regret this one. This is a ridiculous opportunity. A combination of your feature colours, and the colours are amazing. You've got your turquoise, your rich blues of quartzite. You have got here, look at those colours coming together. Oh my goodness me, your dyed howlite, puffy ovals. They are 12 by 8mm. The colours are like pure turquoise. They just have that turquoise quality about them. Absolutely exquisite. Gonna go magnificently well alongside the azurite that I've just brought to you. I mean, this would be a fantastic complement to the azurite if you got that 3-strand bundle. Add to it the turquoises and ocean blues of the quartzite, and then add on a different texture altogether with your white wooden rings. Those are 28 by 5mm. Such a fantastic complement. But I tell you what, the complement does not stop there, because this kit, I have got to highlight, comes with solid sterling silver carved cubes. Are they not the cutest?
Children's earrings.
Exactly. Perfect for children's earrings. Actually, can I not have them instead? I know. It is often, as a mother, you have to be very sacrificial, don't you? You have to go, it's all right, you can have it. I mean, always, whenever I go to have a drink, either my son or my daughter always says, Mummy, drink, and you kind of go, okay, there you go. I'll just be thirsty. That's fine. You just do that as a mum, though, don't you? Everything you do, you sacrifice, and it's worth it because they're amazing, aren't they? They take, but they give. You have got here a fantastic solid sterling silver engraved cube. Can I just reiterate one more thing? These are solid sterling silver. And the price tag you're about to see, I'm going to keep on repeating that these are solid sterling silver. 5 of these feature cubes. They are such a pretty addition to this kit. On top of that, you're also getting wire. Yes, you are getting 10 meters of your blue color copper wire, 0.6 mil in gauge, so that means really workable size, really workable size to your jewelry making. And then on top of all that, you're getting 100 findings as well, including the heart toggle clasp, the earring chandeliers, the eye pins, the head pins, the 1 meter of wire, apparently the 1 meter of chain. You're also getting crimp beads, crimp covers. You're getting everything you could need with your findings. Plus, you're also getting your beading thread, your elastic, and your monofilament wire. All of this, let me reiterate, solid sterling silver cubes. Solid sterling silver cubes. I think with wire, with the 100 meter, with all of this, forget less than 20. Forget less than 19. 18. A kit, not a bundle, a kit for $16.95. Say again?
I thought it was going to be more than that.
I know, that's what I mean.
Oh my goodness. That's why I paused, because that's what you said. Oh, I got that wrong.
No, it's not mistake. Before we come to show, before we come to air, we standardly obviously know the prices of the kits, right? That's discussed, that's pre-production, that's how it works, okay? So,
That is really good.
that is naughty good. That is naughty good. 69, the phone lines are absolutely heaving. Please be patient with us. We will process your call as fast as we possibly can. 0800 644 655. Look at what you're getting. Can I reiterate? You're getting 3 strands, plus your silver cubes, plus your wire, plus you're getting your 100 fine, sorry guys, plus you got your beading thread, your elastic, and your monofilament. All of this for less than £17. Now take £17 into another location where you can buy beads and thread. Go to one of your outlets, take £17 and tell me truthfully, how much do you reckon you're going to get from them? Because I cannot believe there are many places that can match what we've just done there, with genuine gemstones, with findings that are fantastically versatile, with a meter of chain, with then getting solid sterling silver additional cubes. I can't believe you would expect this to be anything other than a more expensive offer anywhere else. Those cubes are just fantastic. They are gorgeous. They're solid sterling silver. You could make 1 pair of earrings and charge more. Don't you think?
Definitely, because they're such an elegant little feel. The carving on them is just an additional feature, just makes them beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And the solid silver, I mean, speaks for itself, doesn't it? If you were to make those up into a little pair of earrings, as I've actually done a pair, pop them in a little either organza bag or maybe a little gift box, and actually put a sticker on there saying solid silver. There you go, perfect. That's your kit more than paid for.
And that's what I was about to say. And put that in perspective, that is actually probably I mean, I would feel aggrieved if you didn't charge, you know, the £15-20 marker because of the quality of the silver in those cubes. They are just fantastic, aren't they? I mean, an amazing offer for $16.95. And then if you think in principle how much more jewellery you've got potential to make, because you've got the wire, you've got all of those the findings, and that metre of chain, it goes so far, doesn't it?
Well, that's it. Especially if you start breaking it up and using it as segments of your rather than using it as an entire piece. I mean, it's beautiful used as an entire piece, but sometimes if you do want to really eke it out, and you've got, as you mentioned, Mark saying your business head on, then it is a case that you would eke it out and make as much as you possibly can from the kit. Perfect.
Ridiculous pricing going on today. £16.95. I mean, Q's still on the lines on this one. Of course, this is going to be. I told you it was going to sell out, didn't I? I told you it was going to sell out. This is going to sell out today. No doubt about it. It's going to be a sellout. Congratulations if you've got that one. Absolutely fantastic qualities of colours and textures and dynamic. Oh, sexy boots.
Oh, you like?
Oh, Hayley's got sexy boots on today. Oh, nice. Like it. Right then. Where did you?
This is a real. I was feeling with this very contemporary.
Very much.
Very contemporary. But saying that, I've kind of gone back. Carnaby Street, Mary Quant.
I was just about to say that. Exactly. I was about to go Mary Quant instantly. Like I had that real retro.
That's it.
Exactly. That's how I was just gonna. Hey there. You have got that real sense of that type of style into this one.
It's just beautiful. I mean, everything works so well together. And this is what I was talking about. If you want to kind of really get the most out of the chain, break it into segments. Again, I think I've taken about 8 links there in between each of those beautiful wooden rings that we've got. And between each of those rings, I've suspended the different stones. I've alternated them, or it could be a case that you want to carry on the theme of using the same throughout. Made kind of elongated eye pins using, or double-headed eye pins, should I say, using the wire that we've got in the kit as well. So it's a really easy one to use.
And just to highlight, you're not a wire worker.
No,
and I know for a lot of people, right, they get scared when they get wire in the kit because they go, oh, but I don't do wire work. But actually, in principle, you can use some of the standard techniques that you would do with head pins, etc. But just apply them to the wire.
That's right.
And look at the results. I mean, for those of you who've never tried wire before, I mean, this is a really, really great technique to try and get yourself using and just get used to using the wire, isn't it?
And I don't have any special wire tools. I don't have any wire jigs or any of the different bits and pieces. Just the standard toolkit that you get on the website I've used. And the nice thing about this, when you actually lay it against the black or a darker finish, it does look as if they're kind of suspended.
Yeah, that's exactly, because I just thought,
because
you can't see the wire, so I just thought, let me just quickly be able to show you that.
But you've got the fluidity of the movement, so as the piece is moving, when you're moving, then you will see those little stones kind of dancing around as well.
I just love that you've mixed the two different gems in this design. I really love this design because it has got that, as you say, it's got that almost that retro vibe of the Mary Quant-esque feel, but it's definitely very much the here and now.
A modern funk.
Exactly. We've got all funky. Because you've got that combination, the quartzite, and then, of course, those beautiful turquoises from the dyed howlite, all of that in one. I mean, I don't know about you, but that just works for me. That absolutely works. But then if you wanted to go a little bit more traditional with your finishing jewellery, because a lot of people, they like the funk of it, but actually go, actually, I'm a bit more of a traditionalist. That's fair dues. That's fair dues. You can really take this kit to a traditional vibe, can't you?
I mean, the fact that you've got those kind of oval shapes in there, they're very, very elegant. They kind of elongate the whole piece. Because of the style of the stones themselves. But whether you're teaming them up with the wooden circles, or whether it is a case that you're going alone, using the wire and then moving it over, and you're kind of using different bits and pieces, the head pins and the beads, then it is a case that you can kind of come up with some new style. So this would be beautiful, very elegant as maybe an evening piece maybe. So the other one would work brilliantly well if we were talking about earlier on polo neck jumpers and winter wear, that kind of thing. But then the elegance of this particular piece, where you've got just simple piece of chain using the toggle clasp, or if you wanted to just use your bolt ring clasp with that, but or you could even use that technique that was shown earlier on with the elastic kind of weaving it through as well.
Of course.
And then just simple earrings. the stones themselves. And there we go. Look at that.
So cute.
But they'd be beautiful as I don't know, maybe a christening or a becoming a teen's birthday, that kind of thing. Just something.
Honestly.
Or maybe somebody's just had their ears pierced, and it is a case of that they are growing their jewellery collection, and that's a beautiful one to start with. Those little
Christmas
flowers.
gift.
Perfect.
What a great Christmas
Absolutely
gift.
perfect. Mm.
What a kit this is. Now the kit is sold out. It's now gone. I told you it was going to be a sellout. It's gone. But for those of you who've bought it and you haven't got the toolkit that you use to get started into jewellery making, and literally is everything that you need to get started, isn't it?
Well, when you get started, you don't know what you need. So you need to have somebody that you can trust to make sure you are getting everything that you need and everything that's going to grow with you as well, because we're all learning new techniques. Each time we start crafting with the beads, you experiment and you learn new techniques, and it's paramount that you've got the right tools to start with. Simple things, I've said it over and over again, simple things like pliers that actually meet. Which means that when you bend your wire, you do form a perfect loop. And that's the key thing. If you've got little gaps, then you'll find that as you're twisting and moving, all of a sudden the piece of jewellery will come apart. And that's not good for you as a jewellery maker. It's not good as a gift giver, or if you're selling your jewellery as well. So that's why it's important to make sure that you've got all those fabulous tools to make sure that everything is pristine and perfectly finished.
And the essential toolkit that we've got on the screen right now, £9.95, it genuinely does answer all your needs. And I think that really for me that this essentials toolkit is probably one of the best purchases you'll ever make from us. I mean, for me, it's the must-have. Of course it is, because you can't make jewellery unless you've got the tools.
Everything, because I've crafted before. I left my jewellery kit here the one day, and I had to go home and actually make up samples for another show. And I had to borrow an actual toolkit from somebody else. And there were bits missing that I needed pliers, and I hadn't got pliers there. I hadn't got my little box with all my little findings in there, and they were all over the kitchen floor. The dog jumped up the tray, it all went everywhere.
Nice.
So you've got those little closures on there. So at the end of the day, because I craft at the kitchen table, when it's tea time, it's all got to go away. So I've got somewhere for everything to go, everything in its place, and I don't lose any pieces. And as I said, they're just absolutely beautiful tools to work with.
So give it a go. If you haven't got involved in jewellery making and you want to know where you start, toolkit, £9.95. If you got that kit, well, that was a ridiculous £16.95. So as you know, that's already a bit of a giveaway. So really, you're into a crafting hobby, and it's not costing a huge amount of money at all, is it?
It's a fabulous gift as well, to give somebody the kind of gift of inspiration of finding a new area, a new way to find their own creativity. I mentioned before, between Christmas and New Year, it can be a real lull. It's kind of like a bit of a grey area. There's not an awful lot to be doing, and you're waiting for New Year to come along. So jewellery making is a perfect kind of winter craft to kind of snuggle down in front of the TV and with all your bits and pieces and just create.
Fire on.
Oh
yes, we'll have a bit of that.
Chocolates.
Oh nice, good choice. Marshmallows.
Oh yeah.
Always.
And whipped cream.
Why not? Sprinkle of chocolate on top. Oh, what the heck. £9.95 for that essential toolkit. Now we've still got lots to fit in today. I have got that Praise You Like coming up very, very shortly. I have got Appetite, and I've also got... What else have I got? What's the other thing I wanted to tell you about? Oh no, there was something else. Oh, the smoky quartz. That's right. I've got a big offer on smoky quartz later on. Now, can you quickly show us a technique? What was your thinking?
Well, I was just going to show you about the pendant that we've made there with the little drops of the ovals on there, just how that's been done. Basically, all I did was I took pieces of the wire and basically created double-headed eye pins. So just a length, create a little loop on one end as your stopper, and then kind of twist it round on itself. And again, this is where I mentioned that if you've got the round nose plier in the kit, you can make a beautiful little circle. So you can see, as you just keep twisting it round, you'll make a beautiful little circle, and then it's a case of that you start adding your beads to it.
Okay.
So we've got our little silver beads. So pop our silver beads out, and then all we're going to do is take a silver bead onto the wire, nice and simple, and then we'll take one of the little ovals. And what beads were these again? Because I'm getting to learn the different types.
Dyed howlite.
Dyed howlite, beautiful. And
almost like turquoise.
Well, they've got almost like a marble-esque look to them as well, haven't they, with the different tones that are running through them. So these are beautiful. So you just create several of these to start with, and then again just take your pliers and then trim it off at the end. Probably talking about 1 centimetre, something like that. And then that just gives you enough to kind of kink over to the side and then twist it round to create your loop. And you can take your flat pliers then if you wanted to, just to make sure that you are forming a complete loop, and it just brings it back into position like so. Whoops a daisy, picked up the wrong ones, that's the ones that I meant to bring around. And then you're just going to create several of those. And then all you do is you loop them, you kind of bring them together.
And for a lady who doesn't work with wire, you've now done 2 techniques with wire. Well, you're like Mark last night. Mark's never done a technique with wire, and last night is first. And I think because it's something that we see, obviously the likes of our guest designers like Laura and Rachel, and they are so inspirational, but they're quite awe-inspiring, aren't they? That sometimes perhaps, like, you know, you want to just give it a go and say, actually, sometimes the basic techniques with wire work, again, are just as effective as the elaborate ones.
And I think this is the key thing. Sometimes we do look at some of the amazing pieces that the designers do create, and you look and you think, I can't possibly recreate something like that. And one, you probably can do if it's a case of that you catch one of the repeats and maybe watch the techniques again. Or 2, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just play and have a little go with it. It's wire, you've got a whole spool of it. So if you create something and then you're not happy with the result, then just go back, take a little bit more wire, maybe just play around with it in your head, or even maybe just use some of the elastic or the clear thread that you've got, just to kind of try out your design, almost sketching it out on paper, so to speak, I suppose. You're just playing around with the design and not committing yourself to anything. And then when you do feel a little bit more confident, then you can kind of move on to the bead.
It's meant to be fun.
Exactly. At the end of the day, that's what
it's not meant to be a pressure, is it?
And we don't send around the jewellery making police if you don't quite get it right first time.
Oh, have we stopped that now, have we?
We have, yeah.
Oh, that's all right. Now we've stopped sending out the police. That's all right. Good news, good news. The thing is that I always think nicest parts about the jewellery making is it's quite cathartic, isn't it?
It is. And it is a case that you will lose yourself in it. Quite often people will turn to crafting and jewellery making if it is a case that they're going through possibly a difficult time. It may be that you're recuperating after an operation, you've been told that you've got to sit still, which for somebody like me is near impossible because I'm on the go all the time. So something that is going to kind of ground you almost and make you sit still.
We do get a lot of emails, actually, a lot of our Wall of Fame people saying, oh, actually I found you when I was recouping from X, Y and Z, and actually you've been my lifeline, and that just makes me so proud. It really does, it makes me really proud.
It is nice, and a lot of people do find a lot of solace in their jewellery making, and it doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Now I've got my 3 pieces here, so if I just move these to make a little bit of space so you can kind of see what I'm doing.
Okay.
Now normally what I would do is I'd take 3 of these little beads, so I'm going to pop one on. Okay, like so. Actually, what I'll do is I'll do my little loop at the end.
I was just going to say, what kind of length are you working with now on the wire?
I tend to work oversized, I must admit. Just because I'm finding my feet with it, and I'd rather have a piece that's oversized. So I would say it's probably, about 15 centimetres, something like that, just to make sure I've got plenty of length on there. So I'm making a loop at one end, and I've slid my bead, my little oval bead has gone right to the very end there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up one of these little droppers that I've created and pop that on, like so. And then I'm going to take another of the oval beads and slide that on, and then take my second dropper, like so. And then I would take my 3rd oval bead, and that's kind of going to be the centrepiece of my necklace. I mean, I have used a very long piece of wire, but I will use the rest of that wire for other bits and pieces. That's my justification.
So probably in reality you probably only need about maybe 7 or 8 centimetres, don't you?
It just depends. Sometimes I find it easier to work on a larger piece and then trim it down, I must admit, which probably isn't the most economical way of doing it, but just while you're starting out,
and you do get such a lot, don't you? Like 10 metres within that.
Fabulous value for money, then you kind of don't mind. Because you've got plenty there. So you can see I've almost made like a little kind of table effect there.
Nice.
So we've got our tall piece and then our 2 little dangly down pieces. And then it's up to you. You can either join those together with a jump ring if you wanted to. I can't remember what I did actually. Did I use a jump ring or I went straight into the loop?
No,
so
I went straight for it.
Because this is another thing, you see, I'm very, very frugal when I'm using my findings.
Are you?
So wire, I mean, wire is one of the most economical ways of you actually putting your jewellery together. So that's what I tend to do.
Right.
I tend to make different findings using the wire. There you go. So you can see this is coming together like so. And then it's just a case of created the little dangle bits with some head pins. So I've lost my head pins, but there we go. So 3 little head pins, and I did them kind of 2 one length and 1 slightly longer, so as it kind of sat down in the middle. And again, using my little beads, which I've lost my beads now. There they go.
I didn't touch them, my lord.
No, I don't know what I've done with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there must be some left because we've got more. We've got more left. Well, not with this. What I'll do, I'll just quickly use a couple of crimp beads and close those up because it gives the same technique. And this is another little crafty one of mine as well. If you have run out of silver beads, then what you can sometimes do is just use your crimp bead covers and kind of just close them up, and you can get away with those as well. So there we go, you can pop that one on there, so that can be one of our droppers. And you can kind of make them into more of a circular formation or spherical formation. Gosh, that's a big word. That's
Isn't it spherical?
Spherical. That's like two, I forgot what the word is now. Oh, it's gone now.
Those things. I know what you mean. 2 of those things.
Right, so I'm just going to create a little loop at the top. So I would create 3 of these in total, 2 of a similar length and 1 slightly longer. And these can be entirely up to you, however long or short you want these to be. But when you're doing your 2 together, it is a good idea to maybe cut them at the same time. So that way you've got the uniformity. But you might be case if you want 3 completely different lengths.
Yeah.
You're the designer, it's your choice. And like I say, there's no right and wrongs, there's just your way. And again, just going to use those little crimp beads just because I don't know what I've done with the other ones.
But as you say, you get 10 of the actual...
You do 10 of the little balls.
Of the balls,
yeah.
And then you get 10 of the crimp bead covers.
That's it.
Those crimp bead covers just add a little bit of
well, when you
additional bonus, don't they?
I mean, they're fabulous because they just neaten up when you are using your crimp beads, maybe using them on your clear thread. They're now absolutely perfect for just neatening everything up. So we've got 1 there, and I haven't quite closed those to that bottom loop that we've created. But try and use your pliers as well. Maybe find a point on your pliers where you're going to create your little loop, and then you'll find that you will get uniformity then, and you won't find that some loops are bigger than others. Especially when you can
sometimes, if you know what size you're happy with, mark it with a pen.
That's it,
and then you know where you're
it.
comfortable with the size
That's right.
of your...
One of those little CD marker pens is perfect because that's permanent. But you'll sometimes, with earrings more so than actual droppers like this, because in all honesty, if they're not perfectly the same size, it doesn't really matter on this. But with earrings, sometimes they can look a little bit lopsided. So it is a good idea to try and keep it as uniform as you can with your earrings.
Yeah.
So we've got 1, 2, like so. And we'll just pop the 3rd one into the middle, I think it was. And then close that up. But as I say, if you wanted, you could add a few or as many as you wanted. That depends on how economical you want to be or how lavish you want to be. It's entirely up to you. And we'll just quickly close that one up. I'm doing this at arm's length and I haven't got my glasses with me, so hopefully that should give a certain amount of, there we go, a little bit of fluidity, a little bit of jangle. And there you go, and that's our little pendant centre.
That's so pretty. That's fab, isn't it?
And it's a nice elongated piece as well, so anything that you're creating, if you're adding that in, it's going to add length. So if you haven't quite got enough chain maybe, then add that in. You can see there you've added a good kind of 7 or 8 centimetres to the length of your piece by kind of creating an embellishment to go in the centre.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Well, as I say, that kit has now sold out. The 2 kit is available for £9.95. We have lots still to look forward to here on the show. Coming up after the break, we have got Green Amethyst, yes, Praise the Light, an amazing start of that. But before that, it's time for the Wall of Fame. I have 108 and it's from Jane in the South Coast, or on the South Coast. She's not in the South Coast. She's a little bit probably, she don't need to go for a swim. She says, here is my latest Wall of Fame. The pearls are from a high-end strand that I bought from Jewellery Maker some time ago. I have lots of lovely comments when I wear them. Hope you're all well, keep up the good work and love all the new things. Well, we've got plenty more new things coming your way before Christmas, so keep an eye out, Jane. And that is a phenomenal quality 3-strand. That is just perfect for me.
That is beautiful. That is just opulence and elegance.
That's it, Jane. I'll commission one of those. Thank you very much. Absolutely, that's beautiful, and congratulations to you.
And I've got a fabulous piece here. This is lovely. I do like my delicate pieces, I must admit. And oops, it goes.
Oh, nice.
Wait, there we go. Sorry. This one has come all the way from Guernsey. So beautiful, beautiful little necklace we've got here. Very delicate, but this is one of those ones which I think is like a nice safe one that you would find that you would be popping on every single day.
Yeah.
So this has come from Amy in Guernsey, and this is her picture for the wall of fame, and it's made from bloodstone and jasper, all from Jewellery Maker.
Well, I haven't seen bloodstone for a while either, so that's gorgeous.
And I love the mix of the sphericals with the little cubes. Beautiful.
Just add a bit of texture. 109 is Jackie in Oxon. She says, oh dear, another weekend and you have me tempted. I keep saying I can't buy anything else and then I turn you on. Ugh. So I will try again for the Wall of Fame prize. It's always fun to enter. Keep smiling. And that's Jackie. Well, Jackie, right back at you. Thank you so much for that. Really lovely to hear from you. 109 and good luck.
And I've got here 111. This has come from Samantha in Bishop Auckland, and I love these.
I live close to there.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, really close.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. But this is a beauty. I love
gorgeous.
this. I mean, the pendant centre that we've got there, amazing. Just using 3 fabulous stones. Love it. So Samantha's saying, welcome to my extended honorary madcap jewellery making family. That pretty much sums us up.
Definitely.
I hope you're all well. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. A necklace and shoulder duster set. Beautiful. Made with 3 jasper coins from a kit I bought some time ago. I untied the knots, removed all but the last 3 stones from the strands, and then damped the cords with a little water and used my hair straighteners to remove the kinks. That's a really good technique. Cut to length and added a gold-plated silver, sterling silver cord end, and used the excess cord to make the earrings. Also, with the gold-plated sterling silver findings, I managed to make another 2 necklaces with the 1 strand and still have a couple of spare stones.
Gosh.
What value for money? Take care, and as always, keep them coming. And I love, on the bottom of where you've got the ribbon clasp there, I love that little detail there. The little bead just on the end of that little
Always
jewellery.
detail.
Beautiful.
A little bit of detail goes a long way.
I just think it's very, very designer, very classy looking, that isn't it?
Loving
Love that idea. I should be recreating that technique at some point. I can be sure of that.
I liking that a lot. I'll bring the straighteners in. We have still lots to come. We've got a text message that's come in from Christine. Let's have a look. She says, morning to you all. Vicki, go for it. Us Brits don't complain enough. Think of it as improving our country. What must visitors think if they are treated badly? One bad experience can colour a whole nation. Thankfully, the service from Jewellery Maker is the best.
Hey,
and that's from Chris in Northern Ireland. Oh, Chris, I like it. Oh, you've empowered me, Chris. I'll go for it. I'll let you know how I get on. I'm trying to think the next time I'll be going into that certain place where I will. And yes, Chris, I'm going to do it. By jingo, I shall do it. Right, we have coming your way this Saturday one of the most fantastic shows lined up for you. We're going to go glamour. We're going to go sophisticated. We're going to go to the ultimate 80s show. Yes, we're going Dallas and Dynasty. Take a look at this.
Come along and join in the fun on the Copperclay Workshop with Jewellery Maker. On this one-day workshop, you will learn how to make your own jewellery using this stunning material, texturing, shaping, cutting and stamping the clay. Also learn how to fire your clay at home using 2 different methods. Make pendants, earrings or charms for a bracelet. You'll learn how to do it all on Jewellery Maker's Copperclay Workshop. Any tools or equipment you need on the day will be provided, and the workshop also includes a buffet-style lunch, refreshments, a tour of the studios and an opportunity to visit our Gemstone Museum, all for this fantastic price. To book your place, call the number on your screens and one of our help team members will take care of the rest. Make sure to phone early though to avoid disappointment. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Jewellery Maker is a fun channel to watch, even if you're not buying anything. The presenters and the guest designers are absolutely fabulous. I also love it because it's given me a common interest with my sister. We live a long way apart and we are very completely different in our outlook on life, and we now have something that we converse with and we both enjoy.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
What do you think? What do you think of our new promotional video for our 80s? We had such a laugh trying to get that ready. Myself and Debbie trying to look glamorous, which is fairly easy for Debbie and yet almost impossible for me. And then trying to get everybody to look just natural. When we were trying to do, take a look at this. Oh yes, so natural there, Amelia, so natural. Oh yes, and there's old Claire, oh yeah! And then we've got, oh yes, darling, I get that. And obviously that happens all the time. Powder on my nose all the time. There's our Jack, looking rather dashing. Me and Debs, oh yes. 80s glamorous, where we're gonna go. Yes, oh, looking forward to that this Saturday here on Jewellery Maker. Oh, I love it. We've got lots and lots to look forward to. Take a look at this fantastic strand. I'm not going to talk about it now, I'm just going to give you the chance to own it. I'm going to give you the opportunity to get this phenomenal quality of colour, clarity, texture. It's time for Prasiolite. Green amethyst, soft, subtle, delicate, fresh. Clarity that will then ooze out of every part of these individual stones. Now you are looking here at what can only be graded as some of our very finest stones in our vaults right now. For clarity and for subtlety of colour, you just don't get much better than this. Certainly I know that this year I've not had the privilege of being able to present Prasiolite to you. I know I perhaps had the chance last year to do it, but I certainly know that this year, I'm pretty much guaranteed that I didn't do this year. I've only ever presented it once, and I did Carr's Cryptic Clues alongside it, and we learnt lots about this gemstone. The interesting thing about green amethyst, or Prasiolite as you perhaps want to know it as, is this is a gemstone that really does have all its qualities within its freshness of colour. In fact, its name, Prasiolite, prasior means leek. It means the actual, you know, if you think of a vegetable, the stem of the leek, it's all that subtlety of colour, isn't it? Well, that's what you've got there, that subtle, soft, delicate tone of colour. And then with this clarity, you really do get even more freshness. You get even more light oozing through the stones. Truly, truly breathtaking. Now, we are going to really, really give you something special. Let me just show you this as a close-up. And then let me put this, oh, wow, against the black backdrop. See, it doesn't matter what backdrop, because every time you look at this, you're going to see something wonderful. You're going to see something unique. Fantastic. Are we going to call these wheels? Are we got how? I mean, they're flat rondelles. They're coins. I don't know how best to describe these. All I do know is that you are getting something that is really going to make a difference to your jewelry making. You're looking at over 50 carats within this range of a strand. over 50 carats guaranteed. Now you're getting an 18 centimetre strand, and as you can see, and I don't know how we can do this, but as you can see from top to bottom for the whole of this strand, you have equal qualities of clarity and subtle, delicate tone of colour. Now there is a range of size here, 2 by 3 by 7 by 3. And the versatility of that sizing means that you can work these as accents or create them as a feature. I mean, one amazing bracelet. Luxury, luxury, luxury quality to this. Oh, look at that in that. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. What about if you did a memory wire like that? Oh my goodness me, wrapping around the wrist with all of that glitz and shimmering light play. Brilliance is the way that light can enter a gemstone and then split back out again. And when you look at the quality of this type of strand, when you see the impact that you're getting here, you're probably thinking, well, there's no way they can do this less than £20. You're probably thinking there's no way we could justify a less than £20 price tag, certainly on a gemstone that we haven't seen very much of at all recently. But how about if I said it's not less than 20? What about if I said to you, it's less than £15. Top quality, magnificent clarity, beautiful subtlety of colour, fresh, and a must-have to you gem collectors out there. One of the only times I've had the privilege to present this stone here on Jewellery Maker, and now I give you the chance to own it for less than £15. Yes, I would definitely classify this as a strand of distinction. For me, this is all about us sourcing the finest of quality gemstones and then delivering it on the rock bottom pricing that you've come to expect from us. You can't expect this type of quality to go to this price tag very often, but when it does, you make the most of it. How about 55 carats of green amethyst graduated flat coins for £11.95, less than £12. Amazing opportunity. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. www.jewellerymaker.com. I can say to you now that that is a price tag that we cannot confirm will happen again. We cannot guarantee that price tag. Right, I will repeat again, this should not be at £11.95. That is a system override. In fact, let's just stop the music there just so I can repeat this, because this is really important for you to know, okay? Our system is override, and I can't tell you why, neither can Deanna, right? You weren't going to get this at £11.95, okay? You were not going to get this at £11. This is not me giving you some kind of gift of the gab thing. This is me telling you categorically what's just happened, right? The price tag that you were going to pay was not £11.95. For some unknown reason, and I can't tell you why because I don't understand computers enough, right? Neither does Deanna, but our system has overridden the price tag and it's gone to £11.95. The reason I need to tell you to get this again at this price tag is because you shouldn't have been getting it now at £11.95. Please let me say this one more time. If you don't buy at this price tag now, you will not get this offer again at £11.95. That was just a system error. Please buy now at this price tag, and then remember that this was a one-off offer. You're going to think this is the gift of the gab. You're going to think that I'm giving you this, and it's not. I promise you, the system has totally overridden the price tag you should be paying on this. Right? In my life, I've only lived by one rule. Treat people as you want to be treated yourself, and then you won't go far wrong. Therefore, I'm telling you, right, this is not me giving you a gift of the gab. This is me telling you categorically, as a system error on our computers right now, it's taken it to £11.95. From this point onwards, if you get a like this, you will not be paying £11.95 because that's not the price tag it should be. Okay, I just want you to know that that's me telling you the honest truth. That's not me giving you anything other than absolute reality of what's just happened. Okay, we were going to take it under £15, but you weren't going to get it at £11.95. That's it. That's just how it is. 0800 655 just 655 is the number to dial. Join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker. I got very serious. But then because I think if people don't know me, if people don't tune into me regularly, then people don't know me. And if somebody's tuning into a channel like this, they're probably going, oh, well, she would say that now, wouldn't she? Well, I don't know who she is, but I bet she'd say that. I bet she says that tomorrow on another piece of jewellery. I bet you I don't, right? I can guarantee that this is a system error, and it's one of those things that happens. Yes, we were going to take it under £15, but we were not going to go to £11.95. So with that in mind, if you want this price tag, then this is a come and get it right now price, okay? It's the only way I can say it. Numbers there to dial, 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Once you've joined us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com, you've got to check out. By checking out, that's when we can confirm that these are yours. I've got to queue for around about 2 minutes on those phone lines. I have a feeling that this might just take a little bit because of the system error that's taken place, okay? So if you're on the phone lines, there's every chance that it might just take a little bit longer for our call centre to be able to process your call because of the system error that's taken place on that price tag, because they probably have it as the other price. You're getting it at £11.95 though, okay? That's the price tag. Will be not £11.95 any other time than now. It will be higher. Just to reiterate, we weren't going to take it lower. We were going to take it under 15, but we were not going to go to £11.95. Congratulations. Congratulations if you got that. I've got to move on. But bit of a treat, that one. Bit of a treat. And talking of treats, I have more treats to look forward to. If you've got that strand, how about... I can't really call it sky blue. I feel like that's not true. Because I feel like it's much more neon, electric blue. It's like almost a Swiss blue colour. I feel, when I'm looking at it like that, I don't know many skies that are quite that blue. Do you?
From here it looks like an ocean blue.
Yeah, like turquoise.
Yeah.
Exactly. It doesn't say a sky. Where? I'm trying to think of where we could go. Where do we need to say that we need to go to try and find this sky?
Oh gosh.
Where shall we go? Mauritius?
It's going to be somewhere tropical, isn't it?
Maldives.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shall we go Maldives?
Oh, why not?
Let's go to the Maldives, shall we? Why not? Every so often, I think on Jewellery Maker, I feel like we need to talk about going away somewhere nice. Let's just take ourselves to that place and be there, and then get the gemstone that captures us. Oh yes, Claire, you're there. I can tell you. I can tell. She's going to be like Ursula Andrews there. She's going to strip off and have her little bikini there, ready to go. She's just checking. Take a look at the colours. They are oceanically beautiful. They are fresh sky blues. I had to say neon turquoises myself, but this is top quality colour. Absolutely exquisite. Coming up within the next hour and a half or so. Within the next hour and a half. I don't know when within the hour and a half, but within the next hour and a half, I'm definitely offering you those. Because outside of the hour and a half, I'll be on the motorway driving up to see my children. So we've got to do it at some point if that's all right. Yeah, do you think we can do that? Or is that a bit harsh? No. Make me stay behind. Some kind of naughty child. Right. Next offer. If you did get that fantastic Prasiolite, or if you like the idea of getting that fantastic sky blue neon apatite, then what about this as an add it to your order opportunity, because these are going to work spectacularly well. Okay, you have got a variety of shapes and sizes of your feature brushed finish findings. Nice. Look at those. They're glorious, aren't they? I like these already. Now you've got your variants of sizes of your rectangles. You have got variant sizes in your rounds. Oh, hang on a minute. Your rounds. You're then getting different shapes and different dynamics. So let me just take you through. You're getting hearts. And I will just show you as well the profile, because they're beautifully like bulbous. Good word, like it, bulbous. Okay. Then you've also got nuggets. You've got bouquets. Oh yes, that nice bouquet shape, as you can see there. Some more feature shapes as well. You've got beads and rounds. You've got, like a diamond formation. You've got a little I should know the shape of that. Corn, there you go. And then finally, the disc that once you pop, you can't stop. It's the only way I can describe it. The only way. All of these. How many in total? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13? 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 12. I just counted one extra. Brilliant. Well done, Vix. Simple maths. Take a look at this combination and then let me tell you the price tag. Brushed finish, just adding that real nice drama to your findings. You've got all of these 12 silver plated copper beads for less than £10. That is good, isn't it?
I like that.
I like that as well. Less than £10. When you start to look at this combination, you might go, well, I'll use those on one and then I'll do this with that and then I'll move. The thing is that this is the type of stash that you need to have. You need to put those to one side and start making your jewellery, and then every so often these will be the reliable additions to make your jewellery stand out. I have got a lot of people who are on the phone lines, and I'm going to say now, looks like we have got a slow system running right now, so please be patient with us. Process your call as fast as we can. £9.95. Congratulations. Join us on the web if you can. www.jewellerymaker.com is less than £10 for a feature of 12 of these stunningly striking, unique additions to your Jewellery Maker potential. I love the rounds because I think they're just very, very classic. But then the little hearts, you could make a fantastic charm bracelet or charm necklace, couldn't you? If you wanted to just use them all in one design with a nice simple chain.
I love the graduation size as well, because that means you can kind of make elongated droppers as well. Centre pieces, centre pendants.
Let me do that, yeah, because there are a variety of sizes. So we're really, depending on what kind of style you're looking for in your jewellery, you might want to actually graduate the size and go, okay, well, I'm making a big piece, so I'll use some of the larger. I'm making some smaller pieces, and therefore I'll just add in the small. And then you've got that huge range of sizes, all for £9.95. All of this look for less than £10. All of these unique additional findings. I have got a lot of people on the lines, but please do be patient with us. As I say, it is a free phone number, and you can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Congratulations there. Fantastic opportunity for 12 individual beads and findings. Oh, that nearly went to a miss, but I caught it. Okay. Now, I have given you a little sneaky peek of one of these strands, but what I didn't mention was actually I have 3 strands with this one offer. Warm, rich, chocolatey, seductive colours that you get from your smoky quartz. Just look at this quality of stone. Now, we are just hearing that this should be a 4-strand of, what for the price that you're going to do? You're going to do 4 strands, not 3 strands. Okay. Let's see if we've got them. We should be doing 4 strands. Okay, we have got 4 strands coming your way. I do apologise, but I only have 3 to show you for now. So let me just get down to the 3 strands and introduce to the 4th one later. You've got that your double. They're really thick as well. Look at that. They're like pieces of chocolate, aren't they? They're proper chunks of chocolate. Fantastically thick. Beautiful, beautiful, sturdy quality. Double drill design that you've got there, and as you can see there is a transparency to this stone, so you will, if you want to use different colors of your beading thread or wire, you really could create something a little bit different. You really could add a little bit more texture and tone. So you have here your double drilled chocolate chunks of your frosted faceted squares. These are 12mm. So 280 carats sitting there. That's a lot of gemstone in just one strand. But I have to say to you, the weight of these, they really do have that indulgence of luxury about them. You know, this wouldn't be the cheap chocolate that you can buy. This would be the top, you know, that 90% cocoa kind of chocolate.
This is the one where you'd be having one chunk every 10 minutes.
Yes, rather than ramming the whole bar down. Yes, that is fair. That's a fair assessment. This is definitely luxury brand chocolate that you're going for right now. And we're sticking with that luxury. Within this whole section, actually, this whole bundle is all about the luxury of smoky quartz. How dramatic, how rich. Oh, look at that. I mean, it just is so phenomenal, isn't it? When you get that integrity of saturated colour. And you know, with gemstones, what we've got to remember is that they are very exposing when they don't have quality attached. You know instinctively, and I think you should trust your instinct on all of our strands, because your instinct will go a long way in telling you whether you're seeing quality or not. And the reason that we are still in business and growing as a company is because we do offer you quality gemstones all the way. You've got that quality within each one of these. Now these are your rondelles. They are frosted faceted, 280 carats again in your 10 by 5mm. Very, very strong look that you're getting from that 2 strand. Then adding to that, these magnificent twisted ovals. These are 12 by 8mm, nearly 200 carats. And again, we've got to talk about the transparency of this stone. I mean, I have to just highlight, this is some of the finest, clearest smoky quartz. Now, if I just hold this up and take my top away, because my top is quite dark as a background, so if I do that, look at that transparency, look at that clarity. Absolutely honey-like qualities that start to split through the stone because of the clarity. So with some of the frosted stones, because they're so rich and like chocolate chunks, you do get to appreciate the richness of colour, but with the transparency of these twisted stones, you get much more of a texture of colour where you'll get the richness of those chocolates, but then you start to get caramels and honeys because the light starts to split through to give this golden dewy colour. Beautiful strand there, absolutely exceptional quality to the stone. Great for autumn looks. I mean, if you're wanting to create your jewellery for different craft fairs, if you're starting to look at selling your jewellery or giving us gifts for Christmas or those kind of autumnal events, then this would be a fantastic way to add a little bit more drama. Now I do have the 4th strand now to show you. Ooh, again, like cocoa powder.
Oh, that was worth waiting for.
Wasn't it?
That one.
Definitely worth waiting for. These beautiful frosted faceted puffy coins, they're 14mm. Now, if I do my maths on this, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, nearly 1,000 carats sitting within this 4-strand bundle. This is a smoky quartz mega bundle. We've done some great colours to work alongside this today. Certainly earlier on the show with those lovely Cornelians that we did as the early bird, then going into the first kit, the autumn breeze. This really is a spectacular quality of additional colour and warmth, of a warm palette. I know for a lot of people who work with black and white quite a lot, there is this inkling where they go, oh well, surely the smoky quartz won't work as dramatic as a backdrop. Actually, I know for a lot of our designers, they much prefer to go with the warmth of a smoky quartz than they do with actually the blacks, because there is a little bit more of a subtlety about the smoky quartz to contrast with other colours.
I love the mystery of smoky quartz as well. It's got a very mystical kind of looking stone as well, isn't it? So
I think it's really opulent. I think it's a really opulent gemstone.
And it's a clever one as well because it kind of lends its tone to whatever colour you're wearing. So if you are wearing something black, then it will kind of take on those black tones. If you're wearing something maybe more of a brown or a chocolate effect, then it will look more brown. So yeah.
And yesterday evening we did a kit, and we did a smoky quartz with then some turquoisey quartzite. Now I just want to do this.
It's a very Western look. Perfect for Dallas.
Perfect for Dallas. Now, do you see what I mean? See what I mean by how the smoky quartz can just add a luxury to a finishing colouring. I mean, that combination for me, that just works and works. It's just going to always give you something exquisite when you put smoky quartz against whatever colour, whatever your preference. Well, this is going to be an offer, a mega bundle. Oh, mega deal. That's what we've got for you with this brand new offer. 4 strands of smoky quartz for less than £20. Now that is well under £6 a strand, and if you've watched us before, you know that smoky quartz in a single strand normally goes for around about £8 to £9, so instantly you know you're making a saving. Big money off there. That's why it's called a mega deal. Less than 20. Oh, the lines too come out. One of my favourite. I definitely need to have some kind of a voiceover for that one.
You could do the movies.
I could do the National Lottery. Mega deal. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. www.jewellerymaker.com. It is a mega bundle that we've got there for 4 strands of some of our finest, richest, opulent qualities of colour coming through here. Deep chocolates, beautiful. As I say, they almost reminds me of chunks of chocolate. And with the qualities here, you're looking at the best fine, homemade chocolate. Absolutely exquisite. Less than £20. Hold those lines. I've got a lot of people who appreciate the pricing that we've just done there. Half the stock allocated, well and truly gone, and congratulations to you. There's a lot going on for a little price tag there. Weight of those gemstones is amazing. Must we just highlight the 1 P&P for the whole day here, £2.95, so you can add as many times as you like to that 1 P&P. So if you bought first thing this morning with the early bird, that 3 for 2 offer was ridiculous. Perhaps you're just going to add that and then you've already paid your P&P, so it literally is, and add it to your order offer. Okay, where am I moving on to? Yeah, where am I? Here they are. Got it. Let's go here. We've had some great colours today, haven't we?
I've loved it today because there has been all sorts, hasn't it? From pastel tones right the way through to deep, vibrant colours. Love it.
It's been a really nice mix, hasn't it? We've still got a kit to come with amethyst as the feature, and so like really, we're ticking all boxes today. Really, we really are.
A good day to be at work,
isn't it? Just it doesn't feel like work though. Whenever I say to the kids, "Oh, Mummy's got to go to work now," I always feel like I'm slightly lying because it really doesn't feel like work as much as it is work. And I'm not saying that I don't need to get paid, boss, but in the same sense, it's such a great privilege to be able to do this job. I know there's a lot of people who say, "Can I have your job?" And I just go, "No." Really sorry, but no. This is fantastic bundle. It's a 3-strand pack with colour oozing. You've got there your big black agate wheels. Now this is not about subtlety, right? This is about getting a powerhouse of colour and dynamic to your jewellery making. And the good thing is that I think that the season that we're heading into, the autumn and winter seasons, really do need that heaviness of jewellery, because we've already seen in the fashion at the moment, it's all about big cable knit sweaters, it's all about chunky jumpers, it's about getting quite a lot of weight to your clothing.
I think it's kind of carried on from the summer, whereby we've gone very wholesome, lots of homemade cooking and baking and that kind of thing. And it is a case of now winter, we are snuggling up. We're not. I mean, we're still being fashionable, but at the same time, we're doing it for the warmth of it as much as looking good.
Definitely. I've definitely accepted the fact that I may well need to put my thin jackets back into the wardrobe for a couple of months. Yeah. I've started to get to the point where I go, I hate being cold. There's one thing I'm not good at, and living up in the northeast, that's probably not the best thing. I mean, I know I'm a northerner. Really, Vix? With that accent? No. But I'm just not used to it.
Well, I think it's just we feel all cosy, don't we, when we're warm and snuggly. In the winter nights, it is a case of that it is nice to kind of draw the curtains and just snuggle up, isn't it? And that's the key thing.
And as you say, that we don't want to lose our sense of fashion when we need to get a little bit more practical and wearing heavier clothes and thicker jumpers, etc. And to get that, you don't want to perhaps sometimes head towards the smaller jewelry because it'll almost pale into insignificance. Right, So really, with jewelry like this, or the potential for jewelry like this, you really are going to get get that quality to your finishing, which will match the look that you're going to be starting to wear in the next couple, few months. This is very big and bold. It's very strong, and that's what I like about it. You're getting here your black agate in the wheels. They're 12 by 8. Nice weight to those. You're then getting your dyed green quartz in your plain rounds. Those are 14 millimeter. Whoa, big look, big chunky look that you're getting there. Nice vibrant, almost an emerald green, really rich emerald quality to the greens that you're getting there. So very dramatic. And then you get an extra gemstone, which is going to add to your gem collection, not just your jewelry collection, but your gem collection. This is ruby zoisite. These are drop star chips. They're ranging from 7 by 9 to 10 by 16, and you are getting a 16-inch length in this design. You're getting a combination of your... Now, the moment you say zoisite, there's one gemstone that pretty much most gemologists will talk about, and that is tanzanite. And then you're getting ruby within it. Now, everybody will go, well, how come tanzanite is blue and purple and those kind of colours, and how come it's then, if this is part of the element to tanzanite, how come this is green? Well, actually, interestingly enough, tanzanite, when it's sourced from Mother Nature, most of it is actually green. It's then when it's exposed to a heat temperature, that's when it starts to transform into the delicious pleochroic tendencies of the violets and the blues. Here you've got that traditional element of zoisite. Zoisite is one of the fundamental geographical must-haves within the Earth's crust to create tanzanite. This is a stone that really is gemologically prized. It really is a feature gemstone for many a collector. But this takes it one step further because you are getting ruby as well. Look at that for an example of ruby. No, there's only one gem that quality of colour. I mean, rubellite is gorgeously rich claret reds. Your red spinel, close to it. But for me, there's only one gem that really has that body of rich reds, and that is ruby. Do you know there's actually only 3 true red gemstones on the planet? Ruby, rubellite, and red spinel. Is it?
Didn't know that.
Yeah, see?
Every day's a school day.
Isn't it just? Isn't it just? But it goes like, why do you know that? I have no idea. Just some in the back of my mind, chink, comes forward. Oh yes, is that because I'm accredited? I'm a jury accredited.
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh, it is. Yeah, I've got
like stars on your badge.
I've got my accreditation and everything, We have got this lovely 3-strand bundle. You've got your black agate. You've got that power of emerald green with your quartz. Then you've also got your ruby zoisite, and you've got this all for one price tag. A fantastic combination of stones. For me, a real bonus to you gem lovers to get the ruby zoisite, a real bonus to get that impact from this bundle for £12.95. £12.95 for your 3 feature strands, a combination of those beautiful drop style chips alongside your agate and your quartz, colours that are really oozing with integrity. I mean, that close up there really does show you just how much of qualities that we expect from our gemstones. Our quality control is, we are raising the bar over and over again. I know that Paula, one of our bosses, just been over to do some buying, and she said there was a lot of pieces that were beautiful but just not to the quality that we've come to expect here at Jewellery Maker. And one of our biggest things is that one of the nicest parts of Jewellery Maker is once you start buying from us, we really do have that hopefully you trust us, that we will always keep committing to getting that best price tag. And with that in mind, we really have got to make sure that every time we commit to buying something, that we are not just sticking with that standard. We're always trying to raise our game, but still, of course, focusing on that price, because that makes a difference too, doesn't it? Great quality, great pricing makes a difference. It's a perfect combination if you ask me, and this really is a fantastic way of showing you how much we are delivering quality to price. You're getting that wow factor of size, you're getting that boldness of gemstones, and you're getting the collector's stone of ruby zoisite. I'll be interested to see what you're going to do with this ruby zoisite, because some of them, if you start to break them up, break the strand up into the reds, to the greens, you're going to get some fantastic ruby pieces. I mean, you really have got some of these pieces delivering some phenomenal some phenomenal reds. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at that one. Bang. And the thing is that the moment you wear a gemstone like this, people will think they know what it is because they'll go, wow, are you wearing ruby? Because there's not many gemstones that have this type of colour. But then you can teach them a little bit more about it, and actually you've got the rarity of zoisite within it as well. Vanadium and zoisite make up tanzanite, geographical phenomena, and you've got one of those crucial elements with ruby. And I mean the sparks of colour that are just bursting through each one of these individual chips are glorious. Exquisite. £12.95. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, almost luxury 3-strand pack there that you're getting. Luxury opportunity. Right then, straight on we move. Now then, who was it who had, we said they mixed the cubes with, that was it, mixed the cubes in the rounds. Who was it? I can't remember. The next Samantha?
Amy from Guernsey.
Amy. I knew she came from Guernsey, I just couldn't remember your name. Sorry, Amy. And we were talking about how nice it is to mix different shapes in one very simple strand, weren't we?
Very much. I mean, I'm very much a square peg in a round hole sometimes, so I love kind of mixing up things, maybe breaking the rules where people might say to you, well, if you've got a circle, you've got to keep lots of kind of circular shapes with it, ovals, things like that, but no, definitely not. Take the beauty of the stones and the different shapes, so those are beautiful, I love those.
See, the thing is for me, one of the nicest things about making your own jewellery is actually you can fit the jewellery to what your taste is. One of the nicest parts about being in control of jewellery making is that what are you looking for, right, that you might not be able to find as standard elsewhere, you can create for yourself. So if you are looking for something different to create with, I think this is it for today. I think this is the one that makes me go, okay, this is round peg, square hole. This is the one where I go, think outside the box, and you're gonna get some incredible jewellery. I love these. I like these a lot. The clarity of these cubes are exquisite. The clarity is just idyllic. That's the only word for them. They are idyllic. They are cubes. I don't know what size they are. Let me see if I can find out what size they are for you. 6 mil. Oh, again, great size, aren't they? Because you can work them with loads of different shapes. I mean, part of me says, you know those findings that we did earlier on?
Yes.
You know, just part of me, and sorry if I'm just mixing it up a little bit, but you know those lovely findings that we brought to you earlier on where we did the different beads of the different shapes with a brushed silver finish? Could you imagine that combination? How fabulous would that be? Ooh! And I know what else this would look fantastic with as well. Charm bracelet. Yes. Just do, or in fact, would somebody make me one and I'll buy it off you? Can you just, literally a full silver bracelet, right? Loads of little charms of those cubes.
Yeah.
Cute.
Lovely.
I remember, and I think it was Linda who made it, and this is going back some. Can you remember? Perhaps you can't, but it was a charm bracelet of crackled multicoloured quartz cubes, and she did a charm bracelet.
Nice.
Oh, it was the cutest thing. Why I didn't buy that at the time, I have no idea. Obviously, I'm suggesting that I would have bought it. Really, would you, Vix? I would have, honestly. Why I didn't buy it, I've no idea, because I regret it so much because I love charm bracelets and I don't have a charm bracelet myself, and I just think this is going to be a fantastic addition to your jewellery making. Can't wait to see the Wall of Fame when you've got this as part of your feature. The clarity of these is, as I say, the word is idyllic. Absolutely idyllic. 160 carats. 160 carats of these white quartz cubes. They are 6mm, and as I say, just crystal clear. crystal clear, eye clean to me, and I'll check before I say that because I need to get a touch closer. If you're ever going to do, if you're ever going to explore your gemstones and you want to be able to verify that they're eye clean, there is a way to do it, and it is very specific. You need to. This makes it sound really simple, but actually, this is if you want to say I've got an eye clean piece. Hold up to the light, close one eye, and let's see what you can see. Okay, and that. Need to hold it around about that distance, whatever that distance is. Yeah, I'm going to say eye clean. Happy to say eye clean to that. And for me, that takes this to another level of desirability because the quality of the clarity to the stone means you've got a lot of light play, the light can split through, and look at that deliverance. Absolutely exquisite. Guess what? We can do these for less than a tenner. We could do this strand for less than £10. And look at that, and let's face it, right, you've got a lot of detail within the cut of these. These have to be a lot of attention to detail to get that crispness and that fluid formation. Of course, each one of them has to be the same size, so you've got that potential to get that flow. A pair of earrings, you know, can you remember those cubes? The cube charms. Are you with me? The solid sterling silver charms from kit number 2 that we did. Kit number 2 with those the solid sterling silver charms. You know which ones I mean? Oh, Claire, you're not. Oh, look, Claire. Look at her. She is like some kind of ninja. She is like a ninja today on the ball when it comes to what I'm talking about. She is active listening going on today right now. I'm breaking the set at the same time, granted, but active listening definitely going on because those gorgeous quartz cubes would look spectacular. Thank you, darling, you're a star. Look. Yes. Yes, that'll do me. Little charm bracelet. My daughter would want this. I should, you're right. Somebody's just said, Vix, why don't you make it yourself? Good point, well made. Moving on, £9.45 for the cubes. Now, if you got that last kit, if you got the kit with these solid sterling silver charms, these lovely cubes, can I just say, please can I see the wall of fame with at least one of those bracelets or something, drop pair of earrings where you're mixing the cubes and the cubes. Cute look. £9.45 is all you pay for that strand. It is going to be a sensation. Congratulations if you got it. Still people on the lines, so be patient. It is a free phone number that you're dialing. Alternative, you can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com, but I must ask you to remember to check out. If you put into your basket, you must check out to guarantee that you will receive. Now, I am kind of going to be a little bit naughty right now and say, how does this work for you? The girl from the northeast, she say yes. I say yay. Definite yay for me on that combination. Again. Okay, this charm bracelet, it's getting a bit more charmful, right? I am getting a little bit more, but I'm just thinking cubes, silver cubes, and then a little bit of colour.
Nice.
Me being really not a very creative kind of person.
You're doing really well.
I've suddenly
today,
gone
yeah.
haven't I? I've done really well today. Every other day, rubbish. But today, I love that combination. I love that we've just put that apatite against the smoky quartz. And it worked. And then I put it against the clarity of the cubes. And it works again. This is a stone, this apatite is a stone that is going to be so versatile. It's going to be something that lends itself to every type of look. Fantastic look. £9.45 for those cubes, and the apatite is still to come. You have got apatite still to come. That's the good news. Crisp, neon, sky blues, wherever the skies are, we're going. We should do a Jewellery Maker trip to wherever the skies are, this blue. Absolutely magnificent, oceanic qualities almost. Okay, that's coming your way, but not yet. definitely within the hour. Definitely within the hour we'll be offering you that. Now, I just want to remind you, for those of you who are watching, because I have talked about this smoky quartz working with the kit, and again, Claire with her amazing active listening has got me the kit out again to say how nicely this works together. Oh, yes. Just look at that. So you've got your Autumn Breeze jewellery kit, which works so well with those autumnally rich chocolate chunks of smoky quartz. Now, what I like about this combination is that every aspect of luxury jewellery you're gonna get from this combination with the smoky quartz, with this kit, with the gold, with the findings. You're gonna get more and more luxury. The gold against the smoky quartz is gonna look spectacular, isn't it? I mean, just look at that. Really, really opulent quality. So if you've got the 4 strands of the smoky quartz, if you've got that mega bundle deal, if you got that, well, the good news is that I have limited availability, but some still left in stock of the Autumn Breeze kit. Now, this kit is 100 pieces of gold-plated copper findings, and as you can see there, you're getting every aspect of this colour warmth being thought about. From the red agate to the Botswana nuggets, they are big, big feature pendants. Plus you've got your quartzite with those almost iridescent qualities of an adventurescence almost within that strand. Plus you've got your gold plated findings. Oh yes, 1 metre of your gold plated findings. And the price tag on this kit, just $21.95. As we recap at this precise moment, we're at $21.95 for your Autumn Breeze jewellery kit. Now, we did have a decent quantity available. I can now say we are now into limited availability. We are now in limited availability. Still available for those of you who want it. If you missed out earlier on, then now is the time to dial. Now is the time to confirm. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Some serious luxury jewellery. I mean, if I just show you some of the jewellery that was made by our lovely Hayley, you can see there the qualities of colour with the gold against those rich reds and oranges, and then to work the gold against those chocolate colours as well. And if you, as I say, if you got the smoky quartz as well, that mega bundle, this is a fantastic complement. I mean, you could imagine taking the idea of what Hayley's made and then making it even more dramatic with some of the smoky quartz. All of this for $21.95. As I say, limited in availability now. We had a decent quantity, but as I say, right now we're now down to restricted stock, so come and grab it while we've got it. $21.95. Now, just to let you know, we have got a course running on Friday of this week, and we still have 1 space left. So if you fancy getting involved, if you want to know more about it, watch this space. We'll tell you all about it in this break, so don't go anywhere.
Come and join in the fun with guest designer and resin expert Claire John as she teaches you all the fundamentals of working with resin. This one-day workshop will introduce the colourful world of resin techniques to jewellers and crafters alike. Resin has been used in modern jewellery for over 40 years and has come a long way in that time. It can be used as cold enamel and for making solid resin pieces. In this workshop, you will primarily learn about cold enamel and will make at least 3 pieces. Firstly, you will be shown how to mix clear resins and transparent coloured resins. You will also embed photos, beads, fabric, dried flowers and other materials. The finishing touch will be to learn how to put a doming layer on your work. And you will find out how to use resin without needing expensive equipment and learn all the tricks of the trade to overcome any problems. This workshop is suitable for beginners or for those who wish to refresh their skills. Participants will also get the use of a buffet-style lunch, refreshments, and a tour of the new studios and meet some of the presenters, and a chance to visit our brand new Gemstone Museum. All for this fantastic price. Call the on-screen number now and book your place early to avoid disappointment. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Still to come on today's show, we have got some of the most spectacular, vibrant, sky, neon blue apatite, breathtaking oceanic qualities that you're looking at there, and a real delight for our gem lovers out there. That's to look forward to, but not just yet. That's to come within the next hour. We've got the fantastic Hayley joining us today. How are we doing?
I'm in a bit of a production line here. I'm sitting here thinking, actually, I could just do this with this kit. Actually, I could do... So I've probably pretty much doubled what I came in with.
I have to say...
It's growing.
Look at this kit!
This display's growing.
The kit that we have for you right now, oh, it just feels like... it feels like it just, you know what I mean? Like you start to look at one look and then you go, it just seems to
It's like one of those magic sponges. It's just little. When you add water, it only gets bigger and bigger.
Exactly. That is exactly what it is. That's a perfect way to describe it. This is going to go on and on because quite simply, I'll start to introduce to you one aspect and then you'll realise that I don't stop and I won't stop and I won't stop. It's just ridiculous, the offer you're about to get. So, this is the first part of this kit. Please understand, right, that this is just one aspect. These gemstones are just one tiny part of a huge kit. The quality of the gemstones are exceptional. Now, the kit itself is called Colour Purple. And I like that. I like the simplicity of this kit because that's exactly what we're indulging in. The Colour Purple. You've got here, well, probably if you're going to say a purple gemstone. Oh yes. You've got there the rich colours of probably the ultimate purple gemstone of purple amethyst. These are frosted, faceted rondelles. These are 10 by 5 millimetre, 270 carats within this one strand. So the frosted, faceted finish that you're looking at there, it just adds a real subtlety to what is a very, very well-known gemstone. I know from Mark's behalf that we've talked about last night, and also I know a lot of our jewellery designers who do sell their jewellery. Amethyst is one of the top sellers. It's one of those recognisable stones, really, isn't it? It is. That's.
And everybody knows it as a genuine gemstone. So yeah, it sets you apart from everybody else, doesn't it? Because you're selling quality jewellery.
That's it. And I think you know that the principles of a strand like this within what is a massive kit is just one highlight. And amethyst for us, well, it's a big seller, right? We genuinely don't need to do special offers on amethyst on a regular basis because it sells itself. It's a stone that has such a great reputation. I know everybody really enjoys working with the quality of deep purples that we can present to you in a strand like this one. So there's your strand number one. I guess that's your focal point, which then feels like there's a ripple effect from this point onwards because the ripple comes in from your crackled quartz faceted puff codes. One of my stones within jewellery making because I love the internal texture. You get almost like a rainbow quality. I don't know whether you can see that rainbow-like quality. When the light splits off some of those internal textures, you get a fantastic, oh, you can just about see it. You can just about see some of the rainbow colours coming through there. The light catches and all of a sudden you'll see pinks there. Can you see? See some of those pinks coming through there? It's a beautiful stone that just ranges from pure white, pure clear stone, to then having these fantastic internal clarity characteristics that then deliver a fantastic ice-like quality. I mean, beautiful for autumn and winter to get that ice-like finish to your jewellery. Then you're getting your dyed purple quartz in your plain rounds. That's lovely to get that rich colour alongside the amethyst, isn't it? Really, really strong look that you're getting from this combination. Now, from this point, we then add, and this is what I mean by the ripple effect here within our jewellery kit making at the moment, because the ripple effect goes to the neckline, or alternatively, of course, you can make this into a feature ring. You could perhaps do something dramatic with it as a centerpiece for the wrist, but this is a sizable pendant. You're looking here at your white Chinese jade faceted oval shape pendant. It's 40 by 20 millimeters, so it's a significant size that you're looking at there. You're also getting, and this is what I mean, this kit just keeps on going, a magnificent centerpiece of druzy. I love druzy. It feels like a little fairy's come along and sprinkled it with dust. It has that lovely, glistening, shimmering profile. And it is meant to be like that. You're probably going, oh, but that looks like it's a natural formation crystal. So you're going to get that. If you think of the horizon, if you stood on say, for example, you stood on the hillside of looking out to the Highlands of Scotland, you've got there the ups and downs, you've got the curvaceous natural formation of Mother Nature. That's what you've got here, the horizon of the natural formation of the crystal structure. Look at that. I love druzy. I love the way that it just has that glistening, shimmering quality. It gives you almost like a 3D dynamic to your jewellery. You know, it really does add something special. Plus, on top of this, oh yes, you're getting 10 meters of your 0.6 mil wire. It's not like it's your itsy bitsy teeny weeny really thin wire that you're not going to get loads of work out of. Actually, this is probably one of the most versatile thicknesses. The gauge of your wire really is going to make it a versatile. And we've said pretty much every kit, I think every kit today has had wire, isn't it? And for somebody who is just, you're not naturally, you haven't tried working wire regularly, this is actually probably quite a nice experience.
And I'd just like to say at this point, my name is Hayley West and I am a wire work addict. Because I'm hooked by it.
It's interesting, isn't it?
It is really
because once you
fabulous
start,
to work with, yeah. So yeah, push yourself, because as I say, it was a little bit of a new area for me, and I have to say, hand on heart, when I started out, I was like, oh, what am I going to be doing? And then you start experimenting, and you see you don't need fancy tools. You just need a little bit of imagination, maybe a little bit of inspiration from hopefully myself or the Wall of Fame, and it is a case of that you will just run with it.
And that's the thing I think that people find. I often say that with wire work in particular, it really is something that you've got to try. Now, when you try it, you don't want to spend a huge amount of money. So when you get it with a kit, it's the perfect way to try out something. And actually, perhaps you might want to get something like the DVD, the Wire Work Basics DVD. That might actually just inspire you a little bit more. It's only, well, £4.95 our DVDs are. So for less than a £5, the trying out of a technique or a new advancing of a technique without having to invest a huge amount of money, you get the wire, get the DVD, and you may as well give it a go. And I know for a lot of, I mean, I know Mark yesterday said exactly the same. He was talking about, he's quite hesitant, but actually when he tried it, that's when he realised just how amazing and how exciting it is as a new skill. Give it a go. Give it a go. You've got to try it somehow. You may as well do it with this kit because it comes as part of the kit, and the 0.6 mil gauge is very, very versatile. It's very, very forgiving, but also very, very strong once you've got your technique to go. Now then, should I stop there? Well, I should, yes. But am I? Because you're not just getting the standard chain that you get within the findings pack, you're also going to get Rolo chain. Now, Rolo chain is where you get the rounds that are linking in and they tessellate, so they are flat and round. So you get that lovely 3D effect. Your Rolo chain, this is another bonus really to the actual finish. This is solid sterling silver. Now, for those charm bracelets I've been talking about, which I think I may have commissioned for myself, perfect. Nice. Perfect. Team it up with pretty much all we've had today. It's brilliant, isn't it? I mean, today's been fantastic.
Making it easy for people to choose today.
Really. I was just thinking as well, you know those fluorite carved flowers?
Yes.
That would be pretty, wouldn't it? Solid sterling silver chain, some beautiful carved flowers. Job is a good one. Job is definitely a good one there. So you've got your solid sterling silver chain, and if that wasn't enough, you're also going to get, as part of your findings bundle, 1 metre of your silver plated chain as well. Oh my goodness me, how kind are we? How generous are we? This is crazy. So not only do you get your metre of chain of your silver plated copper, you're also going to get solid sterling silver chain in the Rolo chain in 9-inch. Lots and lots going on with this kit, so much that you can indulge in and enjoy. Of course, don't forget, as part of our kits, we'll offer you beading thread, elastic and monofilament. Those are essentials to making your jewellery, adding those essential parts to your jewellery. Plus you're also getting your gauze gift bags as well. All of this coming in for one price tag. Less than 30. For the amethyst as well. The druzy. Druzy for less than £30. The silver. The silver chain. Oh my goodness me. What an opportunity. What a chance to make amethyst.
Surely the findings on the road got to be half the price of that kit.
Exactly.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, often I find myself where prices don't make sense on this channel. Prices, and I know how much hard work we put into the making up these kits and getting the right price point. And I have to say to you, it just doesn't make sense to be able to commit to $29.95 as your price tag. But that's what we've done. Look at the quality of the amethyst, the cracked quartz, those beautiful rich colours from your dyed quartz, plus then your druzy. Then you've got the pendant. Let's not forget you've got that featured pendant as well. And all for less than £30. All of this for less than £30. And of course your 100 findings as well. And those findings with your toggle clasps, with the chandeliers, with the beading thread, all of this comes in for less than £30. An awesome price tag. Really, really excited. Bit of a queue on the phone lines, but of course you will be processed. And if you are going to give it a go, if you are going to give this wire work a go, then while you're on the phone line, add the DVD. Get the Wire Work Basics DVD Edition 1. I definitely would confirm that our DVDs have nothing but real positive results. I know for a lot of people that their technique has advanced tenfold thanks to our DVDs. $29.95. And actually the interesting thing is that many of our designers have been inspired by our DVDs and now extend their knowledge and have gone even further. Take some of our big crafters here on our designers, and they literally have just taken one tiny nibble of a technique and have just flown.
It's just sowing the seed, isn't it? You sow the seed, and then it's a case that you're using your own design, your own inspiration from what you might see around. Like earlier on, we were talking about Mary Carnbury Street.
That's it.
You just find a little nugget of inspiration, and away you go.
You're off. And
I've been a bit busy. You didn't actually say when I had to stop. So I kept going.
So you didn't stop?
I didn't stop.
You actually didn't stop. I can't, mate.
And there was still stuff left over. Yeah, I've not used everything. And I've been really kind of, I mean, I've told you I'm a bit frugal. I've actually used ribbon from the organza bag that...
Oh, I was just about to go, where did you get the ribbon from?
So that's from my bag.
What a fab idea.
I've used some of the cord that some of the beads were actually supplied on the strand when they came in. So, but yeah, I had a bit of a play with this one.
Yes, you have had a bit of a play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 necklaces.
And I think they're quite substantial necklaces as well.
Yeah, they're not
just kind of a couple of bits on a bit of chain or whatever. There are different techniques in there. But I mean, this is almost like half of a jewellery stand just from one kit.
I can't get over that. For less than £30, 5 feature necklaces, there they are. And then when you start to take on board the earrings as well, I mean, to match alongside the different necklaces that you've done almost 3 beautifully coming together. Let me show you what I mean. Sets, because now I would put those together.
The inspiration behind this one is that I looked at them and I felt that they've got a very grape-like quality to them.
Yes.
So what I've done is that a technique I'll be showing you how to, in one of the necklaces, kind of crosses over to a variety of the different ones that we've got here. So this is almost like a fabulous bunch of grapes as a centerpiece of the necklace. And then I've just echoed that through with the earrings, just taking 3 of the gems, a little bit of wire and shepherd's hooks. I've not used any other findings on there, just the wire.
Oh my goodness, I've just realised on the necklace you actually have only used the wire and then the organza ribbon.
No findings at all.
That's good, isn't it? Oh, you are frugal. Will you come with me shopping? You know what I mean? You know, I mean, I talk about me nana all the time, and me and me nana used to go bargain hunting every Saturday. That's it. And now my nana's not around. Oh, well, let's go. Let's go. We'll go shopping. That's it. We'll make a good team.
We would make it.
Yeah, definitely. Now, then you've just, that's one set, and then I'm going to put these earrings with this necklace.
And you can actually interchange them, because those earrings I actually made to go with a different necklace, but that's fine, because it doesn't matter. You're using the similar stones, and they all cross over nicely.
And that's the thing is once you start playing with a kit like this, it's as there is going to be so many different derivatives, isn't there? So many different opportunities. I love those chandeliers.
And those are, is it the cracked quartz?
Yeah.
I'm learning. They're perfectly sized to go inside those chandeliers. Absolutely perfect size.
I love them. I love cracked quartz. I just think they're fun. Certainly in autumn, in winter, when you've got that like ice-like flavouring.
Frosty mornings. Yeah.
Then I'm going to go. Oh, hello there. I'm going to go and break them. No, I'm not ready. Take a look. Another necklace, and then another matching pair of earrings as well. And again, this is all from the kit.
All from the kit. The only bits that I've used from the findings are a couple of little silver beads. And the shepherd's hooks again on here. This is the one where I actually used the thread that the beads were strung on to start with. I've done a little bit of wire work at the front, where on the necklace we've kind of created that semicircle where we've used the cracked quartz and the amethyst and a few little twists, a few little kind of silver beads on there, and yeah.
And good to go.
Good to go.
So 3 sets. A feature bracelet with the solid sterling silver.
I couldn't have got much simpler really with that, but in all honesty, the elegance of that chain and then that simple toggle clasp. I mean, you mentioned earlier on, that is designer boutique, isn't it? And I was tempted to put some little gems on, and I thought, no, I'm going to leave it as it is, because that just shows how effective. And that, in all honesty, on its own, you could sell that, and you could ease it, because you've got the solid silver chain there, and it is a case of that you're going to be creating something, a statement piece. Pop it in a little, maybe a little black box or something like that, and then again put your little sticky label on there, type it up on your computer, and then it is a case, it would sell itself, that one.
I think so. I think you're absolutely right.
21st birthday or something like that, beautiful.
That's it. It's perfect, isn't it? It doesn't need the silver itself. Is the draw. That is enough. That's 100%. It's a classic. Now, you then also did another feature necklace. Well, you did 2 feature necklaces. You worked with the pendant.
I did, yeah.
And then you made a feature with the druzy.
Yeah. Well, the druzy and also the cracked quartz. The cracked quartz reminded me of petals. Now this one, I've kind of experimented with this one. I must admit, hand on heart, I'll probably experiment a little bit more. But I've tried to kind of create a floral effect with this, so almost like a flower head effect. Again, using the wire and twisting and turning the wire. And it would be a case that you'd probably mould it, maybe use fewer of the cracked quartz, or it depends how you want to create it. But using the druzy as a centerpiece, a focal point. And then again, I haven't used any findings other than the toggle clasp and then obviously the chain, but a couple of little jump rings at the ends. But yeah, that's a nice one. And the light twists and turns with it, and yeah. And it's a similar technique to the grape one that I was talking about earlier, and also the one that we were speaking of where you've got the wire and the cord.
So go on then.
Okay, so show you how to do that.
Yes, show me.
So you've got everything that you need in the kit, because obviously that's my kind of focus is to use everything that we've got in the kit. If you've got other bits and pieces at home, then perfect. Right, just find the end of my wire, there we go. And then all you're doing with the wire, now again, I pull off a reasonable length. Depends on what you're actually creating, in all honesty, but I'm going to pull off a reasonable length because that gives me plenty to work with. Okay, and we're going to start off with the cracked quartz. Now all you need to do is simply take one of the beads, and this couldn't be any simpler in all honesty.
Can I get you to move that way?
Yeah.
That's it. Just because they're going
Oh, no, right,
camera,
sorry, yeah, get carried away.
That way.
I forgot, oh, we're on telly, aren't we? Right, so take one of the cracked quartz, and there we go. You can see I've popped it just in the centre, and it's nice to start in the centre rather than the end, because you can kind of go out from both directions then.
Okay.
And sometimes I'll start off and I'll think to myself, well, this is going to be a necklace, and it may end up being a bracelet or whatever. All I'm doing there is I'm twisting it, and maybe twist it 1, 2, 3 times, and you can see we've got a beautiful little
I like
petal.
how it just then can move as well,
That's
though, can't
now
it?
it's up to you. If you want to, you can use the wire to kind of hold and embrace that gem, or exactly the same. I like the fluidity, the movement of it.
Oh, because of the crack, because of the quality of the
That's
stone.
it.
I just like the.
That's right. And then all we do is we take the next one. And this is the same whether you wanted to work with the amethyst or whether you want to work with the cracked quartz. It's exactly the same. Then you take the next one and thread it on. Okay,
yeah.
Move it a little bit away, and we think of it almost being like the spokes of a bicycle wheel. So this is the centre of the wheel, and we're going to create these little twisted spokes that come out. So we're just going to move the gem just a little bit away, create that kind of triangle with the wire, and just twist it again. 1, 2, 3 little twists. Sometimes you might want to add.
I'm just starting. I'm watching. Just stood here and I'm watching you, and then I've suddenly thought. And then when I walked in this morning, I went, I don't know, like wire, I'm still just learning with it.
Yeah.
Every technique you've done wire, and it's a brilliant
And everyone
technique.
is things that people can do. I don't do complicated, well, I don't do difficult. And I don't do complicated.
But you do effective.
That's it, and that's the key thing. So again, you're creating your little triangle, and then you just twist it 3 or 4 times. Don't over twist it, because you will find that you will weaken the wire, and it will be, sometimes if you go for like kind of 8 twists, then you will find that you are kind of creating either a very long petal, which you can do, or if you're doing it too tightly, you might find that you kind of break the wire. But all you need is 3 or 4 twists, and you can see what we're doing is we're building up the parameter of the flower. Okay, so I would tend to work a bit like in nature, odd numbers. So maybe do 5 on this particular round. So let's just thread that on again. And you'll see at the moment, I've not used any tools at the moment. So it is a case that I'm just using the tools that I was given when I was born.
Yeah.
And there we go, just twisting those round. Again, bring that in a little bit tighter. So it's roughly keeping the formation of a circle going. Make your triangle.
It's good to
and
say
then
it's
just
like
twist.
the spokes of a bicycle, because that makes sense,
That's
doesn't
it,
it?
it's coming out from the centre. And don't worry too much if some of them are slightly longer than others, or some of them where the wire comes horizontally, some of them the wire may come vertically. Don't worry too much. Then tuck your tail just to the back there, and then you start on your next round. Now, it might be a case, let's go for a slightly different look. Let's use some of the amethyst this time and add a bit of colour to the centre.
Okay.
Because it's the same technique throughout. And this is the technique that I used for when I was creating that kind of bunch of grapes technique. And the thing with the wire is you can mould it so easily. So you can be quite tough with it. So don't worry.
Yeah, because the 0.6mm gauge is actually really versatile like that, isn't it?
And I'm not really delicate. I kind of get a little bit heavy-handed when I'm crafting. So again, I'm going to go with the amethyst and do exactly the same. And it's just a case of twist it 3 or 4 times. There we go, and then keep going. So I'm kind of working, if you imagine I'm working from the outside to the inside, coming to the focal point, the centre, and then when we actually get to the centre, we just slip the druzy into place, take the tails to the back and create a little loop, and then we can either thread it onto the piece of ribbon if you wanted to thread it onto a piece of ribbon, or I think I used it as a centrepiece with wire, with the chain, didn't I, on the actual floral
I tell you what I was thinking, it would be really nice as either a brooch.
Yes.
We do those brooch pins,
yes,
don't we?
Beautiful.
Or as a little hair accessory.
Yeah,
you know,
it could always go
really
onto
pretty,
a little
wouldn't it?
hairband. And again, it's a similar sort of technique that you would use with tiaras and things like that, isn't it? The actual twisting. But you can see it's very, very forgiving. Now I'm coming towards the end of my wire here. But if it's a case of that you run out of wire, then don't worry, because you can just pop that little tail to the back and twist it in. So sometimes you might need to just use your pliers just to bring it through to the back. Twist it with your longer piece, so that's anchoring everything that you've got.
Yeah.
And then you just start off with a new piece of wire, but you can see it can be as open or as closed as you want it to be, and just keep adding the petals to it until you're happy with it, and just mould it into shape. Open those up, and I'm going to take another little bit of wire and add some more of my...
And so you said with the druzy.
Yeah, so if I was to bring, say if I'd worked my way around and created a few of those, then I would bring one of the tails up to the front, and I would take my druzy, and I love this.
I know, it's just
this
gorgeous,
is the sparkle on this is amazing. It just looks like it's been dusted with icing sugar or something
just looks
like
like fairy dust. It's the only way I describe it.
Absolutely beautiful.
No, I love it.
Love it, love it, love it. And it's drilled horizontally, so just pop that on and get that sitting in the centre. And my suggestion would be is every so often maybe pop the druzy in so you're not actually putting too many petals in there. See, I would probably add in a couple more of the amethyst and then kind of just position it and move it around to create the centre, take that wire to the back, and then just build it up from there. So it's just playing around with it and moulding it to the right shape. Simple as that.
Just like that. Amazing. Absolutely gorgeous look. That is a kit that I don't think you can afford to miss out on, to be honest. With this combination for $29.95, you've got amethyst, you've got your crackle quartz, you've got silver chain, which is just such an incredible addition. You've got pendant, you've also got, what was the other? Oh, the druzy. You get 100 pieces of your finding. You get the wire, plus you also get the traditional parts of our kit, the monofilament wire, the elastic, the beading thread. You get the presentation gift bags. All of that for less than £30.
It is ridiculous. And I have to say, with the kit, sometimes you expect there to be a focal point, so maybe the druzy or the oval drop that you've got in there, but not really both.
It's just so much, it's just...
That's
what I mean,
right.
it just always feels like, with the, like I say, with this kit, it felt like there wasn't a stopping point. It just feels like it's
going and
always
going and going.
And you get the wire, and you get the chain, and you get the... For less than £30, it really is an incredible price point for us to be able to cap to. I mean, in my mind, this should have been closer to 40, and then you probably could understand the, you know, the amount of ingredients. Congratulations if you got that one. The numbers to dial at the bottom of the screen. I've got limited availability, but I still have stock left. So if you want to join us, then it's there for the taking. You can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. How about we head to the Wall of Fame? Very, very nice pieces of jewellery going on today. Liz in Hertfordshire, let's have a look here, 107, and she says, hi lovely people at Jewellery Maker, here is my entry for the Wall of Fame. I've used shell pearls for the first time, all purchased from Jewellery Maker, and love working with them. I love the beautiful sheen and the fact that the holes are bigger than pearls. I've combined them with citrine and jump rings for the 2 stretchy bracelets, and with freshwater pearls and sterling silver beads and a clasp for the other one. I have only been watching for a couple of months, but I'm now addicted. Liz, a couple of months and this is what you're creating. Congratulations. Beautiful. I love it. You've obviously got an artistic flair, because that's just beautiful.
I love that ladder effect. That's good.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
One of my favourites. I love that. The citrine as well.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Liz.
Beautiful. And I've got this one here. This has come from Jeanette, and this is number 104. And Jeanette is in Hamilton, so she'd like to say hi to all fabulous presenters, designers and crew for delivering great shows packed with inspirational design and bargains. My Wall of Fame entry is made of labradorite and sterling silver findings, all from Jewellery Maker, and she finds that the jewellery is lovely to wear, and she gets lots of comments about it. She also says a win in the prize draw would be great, as my credit card needs a little bit of a rest. I think we all know that feeling.
I was just going to say, story of my life. I have got 106, and this is Jane Milestone. She says she's from Winsford in Cheshire, just back from a week's holiday in Skiathos. I guess that's Greece.
It is Greece, yeah.
Good
And
guess.
it's very warm.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, next time, Jane, I'll come with you. She says, I was very pleased to see my Wall of Fame on Friday, the 28th of September. My husband wants to know, how come I have not even won £50, let alone 100? I told him you get hundreds of entries, and I am very happy just to get shown on television. So there. She says this week's entry consists of rainforest jasper plain rounds with Chinese jade, faceted drops and rondelles. The rainforest jasper was amazing in colour, and you could see speckles of every dark green which matched the green Chinese jade. I do hope everyone is keeping well, and I must hurry now to my television to catch up on last week's programmes. But you've recorded them all, Jane, so you have to catch. Oh, that's some serious catching up you've got now. Staying up through the night, bleary-eyed to catch up with that. Jane, lovely to have your company, and a feature. I've already talked about your design earlier on in the show, so hopefully you'll catch up on that. I love it. And you've got?
I've got this one here. This is 105, and this has come from Vanda in Darwin. Fabulous name. We've got here. Here's my latest entry for the Wall of Fame. I used the gold wire from the Karma Chameleon kit, along with multicoloured quartz plain rounds. I'm determined to do it well working with wire, and we'll keep practicing till it looks good, and I think you've achieved that because that looks fabulous. Love watching you all. Lucy, wishing you well with Noodle. My fingers are crossed for your firstborn getting well. From Vanda in Darwin.
Bless you, Vanda. I spoke to Lucy yesterday and all is fine. All is fine with Le Bump.
Le Bump.
We have coming your way gems of distinction.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, we're talking, I'm calling it neon appetite because that's what I'm looking at there. You can't miss it, can you?
It's just glow. I think if we were to take all the lights out, you'd still see that.
It would glow. It
would
genuinely
glow.
would. So that's coming your way very, very shortly. And if you're wondering how you get involved in the Wall of Fame, it really is simple. You never know, you might get £50 or £100 credited to your Jewellery Maker account. So it's definitely worth taking the time to get involved. Good luck and get involved. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making. Truly exquisite. Phenomenal quality. Breathtaking colour. A strand of distinction has to have exceptional features. A strand of distinction has to be the finest of opportunities, and that's exactly what we're about to deliver on this impeccable strand of sky neon blue apatite. The qualities are fresh, exciting, they deliver what they should. Every time you ask me to describe a gemstone, I always try and find the best example. I try to find the best way to sum a strand up. And for this one, I'd say as crisp as an Indian Ocean turquoise, delivering some of the freshest, exquisite, minty qualities of colour. This gemstone, you've got to get it home to see for yourself the colour. As much as our studio cameras and our lighting are trying their best to show you what you're going to get, in reality, they're not showing everything that can be delivered with this gemstone strand. This really is an idyllic, top example of what apatite is all about. To get the power of colour, to get the crispness of those oceanic qualities. It feels like it ripples like the waves lapping against the shoreline. That's the type of feeling that you're getting from this gemstone. As the light catches, because you've got such clarity to the stone, there is a really beautiful glow. See what I mean? If you were sitting right now on the shoreline let's go to the likes of the Indian Ocean, Maldives-esque kind of place. If you went somewhere like that and you sat on the shoreline and you just watched the ripple, the small ripple of water catching to the ocean. I mean, literally, you could just see the glistening of the colours that you're seeing within this gemstone. I mean, it is that idyllic a quality of colour. And you know that I'm a fan of this colour. You know that I love this gemstone. But you also know that I'm somebody who takes pride in knowing lots about gemstones, and I know about quality stones. I know what they're supposed to deliver, and this is delivering everything I would expect, because you've got the quality of clarity that equals that of the colour. You've got that medley. Often is the case with gemstones, because we are talking about Mother Nature, we have to accept the fact that we have to give and take. You know, sometimes you get more colour, which then you have to lose out on clarity, or vice versa. Sometimes you have to accept that you know, one compensates for another. But with this strand, you don't have to at all give up on any of what you want. Quality of colour and clarity. This really is, for me, breathtakingly beautiful. This really is, for me, the perfect ideal of a quality gemstone strand. This is a strand of distinction, full stop. If you would like to join us, if you would like to own some of our finest colours, and the thing is that I've shown this throughout the show, and I've shown you how nice it goes with so many different colours against the backdrop of the turquoise. Put it against the smoky quartz, you know how rich and seductive it becomes. Put it against the white quartz, and all of a sudden becomes fresh and summertime colour. It's a stone that works on so many different levels. Now, I know there'll be a lot of people who are sitting right now going, I love it, and then there's a but. But because it's a strand of distinction, perhaps your budget's not going to stretch to it. Well, that's when Jewellery Maker really comes into its own. That's when we say, we want everybody to own a strand like this. We don't want this to be an exclusive for those of you with the budgets to spend. We want everybody to have the chance to own something of a distinguished strand. You see, this is the type of strand that becomes our publicity. So we don't spend any money on marketing or publicity. You are our word of mouth. You are the people who spend the time telling people, oh, I bought this from Jewellery Maker. I made this myself. Oh, could I do that? Yes, you can. Tune to this channel. Do this, do that. You are our advertisement. With that in mind, we want to make this open to everybody. So the quality of this stone is your time to get advertising on our behalf. Please make sure, right, that if somebody mentions how gorgeous this gemstone is, that you tell them where you got it from. Please make sure that you advertise, because we're about to give you a price that we would call a PR price, a publicity price, a public relations price, the time where we go, we don't spend money on advertising, therefore this is our time, this is where we reap the rewards of you knowing that this is a phenomenal strand, and we can offer it to you over 40 carats you could be getting here for $14.95. This really is the top qualities of what I would look for from my gemstones. Clarity and colour delivered on all of those. I've got phone lines that are very busy. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. $14.95 crisp impact gemstones that you're getting in one strand. Exceptional glow. Literally oozes with that oceanic quality, doesn't it? Less than £15 for the high-grade gemstone that delivers on all aspects of colour and clarity. I repeat, this is what I would want from a gemstone, from my expertise, from my knowledge of gemstones. This is what I expect to deliver, and I would expect to deliver this in a piece of gold. That's the type of quality of gemstone that I'm looking at here. I wouldn't standardly expect to sit this in anything other than the quality of gold. That's how good this is. $14.95, and you've got the chance to work for this. Our PR price on this one is $14.95, but we've capped that price at less than £15 so that you do get the chance to tell people about us, that you do get the opportunity to own this grade of stone, and for people to go, wow, where did you get it from? And you tell them, okay, I have got half quantity allocated now. Half the stock is gone. If you've put it on the web, if you've bought this on the website, you need to be patient with us. And you, pardon me, if you've bought on the phone lines, you need to be patient because we're staying on those lines and we're processing your call. But if you've bought on the web, you've got to check out on this. You must check out, otherwise you miss out. $14.95. Exquisite grade of stone. As I say, if I was presenting this on our sister channel, I would expect this to be sitting into gold, and I would expect it to go for probably at least 4 times that. That's the quality I'm seeing there. That's my experiences of working in a company that prides itself on phenomenal pricing. $14.95 is all you pay. A sky blue, as well, as neon a sky as perhaps the finest of Swiss blue almost. You know that real neon Swiss blue sky. Well, that's what you've got with this apatite. Your graduated flat coins ranging 3x2 to 5x2, 18 centimetre strand. A little would go a long way, I think. That's what I'm thinking about this strand. Use it in a small amount and you're actually going to get a huge impact.
And I've got a minty fresh taste in my mouth when I'm looking at this one, because it is like that. It's that beautiful freshness of this one, and like you say, teaming it up with gold would be beautiful.
Exquisite. It is just an exquisite gemstone. It is one of those feature stones that I take such pride in bringing to you for $14.95. I've still got people on the lines. I've still got people who are purchasing on the website. If you are doing that, then make sure that you check out on the web so that you guarantee that this is yours, and those phone lines. Just hold those lines and we're processing your call as fast as we can. $14.95. The deliverance of quality, the deliverance of clarity, the deliverance of colour. It's there in a full strand for you for less than £15. Our PR price for the day. 3/4 of stock allocated. I still have availability if you're watching on repeat. It's there for the taking. Fastest finger first. $14.95. Huge congratulations on that one. Absolutely exquisite availability. Oh, I've got to do these hearts. What are these hearts about? They've just been put in front of me and I've just got, oh, I've got to show them. I've got to show you. Oh, these are wicked. Oh yeah, tell you what, so not cool, so not cool. Look at these. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful. Exquisite heart shape. Look at the size of them. They're gorgeous. Faceted. Oh my goodness me. Yes, 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 is what I say to these. Let me give a quick polish because you've got to appreciate it. I've got to do these now. I've got to. It's against the rules to not just do them straight away. Man, these are fab.
These are, I mean, you look at them and you can see pendant pieces straight away, can't you? I mean, you've got loads on there.
That's exactly what I was just thinking. If you are using your business brain, if you are somebody who sells your jewellery, man alive, these are good. These are seriously good. And the only reason I'm polishing them is because I want you to appreciate how good the faceting is. I don't want you to see my finger smudges. I want you to see the faceting of the quality of these gemstones. Oh, luster are us, isn't it? I mean, just phenomenal luster to each one of these gemstones. And I mean, Hayley's just hit the nail on the head. Pendants. That's what it just says to me. How many pendants can you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, there's 16 on this strand. You might get more, you might get less, but let's say the average is 16 on a strand. 16 pendants. Now, if you were saying 16 pendants, you were walking into, I don't know, some kind of maybe jewelry shop and you wanted to buy a single pendant.
Of a genuine gemstone of that size.
Right. Or if you then went to another outlet and you tried to buy a synthetic, what would you pay of this size, of this quality? I don't know whether a synthetic can quite replicate the quality of this type of luster, not to my knowledge, but all I'm going to ask is that if you were going to get 16 pendants of genuine gemstones, would you then expect that to be less than £20? 16 feature pendants. Well, that would be £1.25 each, wouldn't it?
That's not going to happen. I know, I go to a variety of craft fairs around the country where you can buy synthetic beads, because that's all that they are, they're beads. And I know for a fact that if I was at a craft fair, I would expect to pay probably £4 for one of those.
For a feature pendant?
Yeah.
And even if we said half that price, £2.
Yeah, yeah.
That would still mean £2 for each one of those, 16 of them on average, then you're talking about over £30+
That's right, yeah.
For a strand.
Yeah.
What happens if I said to you, if it wasn't going to be less than £20, and it's definitely less than £30, if I said to you we could do this strand for less than £10, you've got to tell me that that's a no-brainer. That's the only way to describe that.
Yeah.
A no-brainer strand, where you don't think about it, you just buy it.
And it would be one of those ones at that price, it's a case of you thinking, well, might not use it now, but I'm going to use it. Do you think Valentine's Day is coming up in the new year?
It's one of those must-haves.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we're going to do. Less than £10. Oh yeah, I love it when we do that. Oh yeah, 500 carats you're getting here. As I say, the average, let's say average, you're getting 15 of these hearts, 15 pendants for less than a tenner. It's a ridiculous price tag. Now the simple fact is that I could have asked you to pay around about £1 for these. I could have said £15 for this strand. Why did I not do that? Because the simple fact is you tune in, day out, and you expect something special from us. If I started to take the mick out of that, if I could have done that $14.95, it still would have been a special price tag. But if I say to you right now at £9.95, we can do this, we can get the great deal, you get the great deal, you know that is the fact. You tune in on a regular basis to guarantee yourself some great prices, and that's how we show you that we are committed. Whatever we could have expected you to pay, we could have done a lot more. 75p a pendant right now.
Am I allowed to turn my mobile phone on?
No.
Oh, I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time.
You are definitely in the wrong place.
This is one of those, not I want, it's I need.
It is. That's what I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It's one of those where you don't need to think about it, you just know it's a... Now you will expect, not surprising, that there is a very, very big queue on the phone lines right now. I do need you to be patient with us. We will process your call as fast as we possibly can. £9.95 is an exclusive offer right now. We got a really good deal on this strand. We got a good deal, you get a good deal. And I say that I've worked for this company for 7+ years. Our biggest things I've always loved is that if we get a good deal, instead of just hiking up the margin and making more money, instead we go, okay, we've got a good deal, you get a good deal. That's it. That's it. That's how it is. Now, the next time the strand like this comes along, it might not be that we've got as good a deal and you might have to pay a higher price tag. That's just how it is. But if we've got a good deal, the honesty, the integrity of this place, I can't say anything. It is a family-run business, and I absolutely honour the fact that I don't look at going anywhere else to work, being offered other companies, other channels, or being offered to go elsewhere, and I wouldn't blink an eye anywhere else, because I can't believe that there's many places with the integrity that we have in this company that says, great deal, fact. That's what a great deal. I mean, and I know there'll be a lot of people go, oh, get you. That's how I feel about it. I am so impassioned by a place that lives by how I live. Treat people as you want to be treated yourself. Right now, I've got more people on the phone lines than I have stock available of that now, so some people will miss out. I'm really sorry about that, but it's first come, first served. Strict rotation on those phone lines, so if you were the first person to pick up the phone and dial, you'll be the first person to be answered and subsequent. So please do stay on the lines and see if you're one of the lucky ones. Great price tag, as I say, great deal on our behalf, great deal on your behalf. That's how it will always work. Right then, shall we move on? I think we shall. Now this one, this has got to be, and I don't mind doing this, and I probably will get a phone call from our bosses saying don't ever say this again. This is the worst named bundle I have ever heard in all of my life.
It's an interesting title, isn't it?
It's an interesting title, and apparently it has some kind of meaning, so I will learn. Are you ready? This bundle is called Walk Through 3 Gates and You're There. Tumbleweed. Now apparently this comes from an old Indian tradition that says that what? There's 3 stages that you need to receive enlightenment. So you have to go through 3 gates to get to your position of...
Well, I'd lose that because my sense of direction's lousy.
All I can say is I just take offence at that name.
Oh!
I know that was quite good, but Tom, you were disgusted by that. I could tell you were disgusted by that. I thought I was doing really well as well. Okay, so what are you getting? I presume, am I doing, is it this 3 together? Wow, okay. Let's do it. Okay, so there are 3 gates and they represent morality, meditation and wisdom. Well, I'm shot on that, aren't I? I mean, if we started at morality, I thought, well, gone there. And then it went to wisdom, we're definitely gone there. Now then, let's just... So each one of these strands represents one of the 3 gates that we need to walk through.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Meditation, I'm thinking's got to be the Botswana gate. Are we in agreement?
Yeah.
This
that
is the
makes
meditation. It's very gentle. It's beautiful. It's also got like a very satin finish. It's got a wave like the ocean. It's got this fantastic banding which just adds a beautiful delicacy to the finish. So you've got there the Botswana gate. These are twisted puffy squares. They're 16mm and you're getting 340 carats within that strand. So that is our first gate to enlightenment. See, I can't even say it. Enlightenment. Enlightenment. That's right, isn't it? Enlightenment. I don't know why I have to say it quite like enlightenment. Oh yes, it's just another accent. God, I'm not really sure what accent it was either. So, this is the first walk. The first gate. We're there, we have our meditation. Then, gate number 2, we've either got morality or we've got wisdom. Now I'm thinking this is wisdom because there's some kind of glow about it. There's some kind of like internal hue.
And there's different layers of wisdom as well, isn't there? So they're represented by the different colours.
Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Say it again, Hayley.
We've got different layers of wisdom, haven't you? So different colours would kind of show that really, wouldn't it?
I like that. I mean, obviously you've got like wisdom teeth and then you've got like... No? That's not what you mean? You've got the warmth of these beautiful... I really amused myself there. You've got your coffee stripe agate that you have there. And then finally to morality. Oh, a little bit of morality.
And the solid foundations, aren't they?
Solid foundations. I like it. You can come back again, Hayley. When we have these kind of bundles that just totally trick me into trying to understand what they mean, we need Hayley to decipher them. This is your black agate twisted oval beads. They are 12 by 8mm. Fantastic agate 3-strand offer called Walk Through 3 Agates and You're There. Can we give bundles like this to say something like intelligent? Could we do that? We could, yes. For next time, maybe we'll do that. You've got these 3 strands, and all you pay for this offer is ooh, I can understand that now.
Now
I
you
get
got your
that.
attention.
Now I get it. We've got £11.95, less than £4 a strand. Beautiful, beautiful quality of your banded Botswana agate with then your black agate to add a bit of seduction, and then you've got your coffee stripe, much more caramels as well as coffees there with your plain rounds in the 10mm. £11.95, so less than £4 a strand. You've got a great chance there. Walk through 3 agates and you're there. Very clever, but too clever for me. That's what that name is. £11.95 added to your order. Of course, don't forget 1 P&P for the whole day. £2.95 you pay once you've paid for it. We are bringing you the chance to keep on adding to your order. Of course, the evening show starts at 5 o'clock this evening, 5 till 9. So it means that you can really start adding to your order even more so with the lovely Jenny. I have to say a big thank you to our pearl of wisdom, to Hayley. Oh yes, the lovely Hayley. Thank you very much for your company. We have lots and lots. I have to say happy anniversary to Deanna's sister. Lots to look forward to from 5 o'clock. You take care of yourself. Goodbye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or Freesat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just £9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can. There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Free